Hi, folks, and welcome to Open Division Spring Cup of 2021. We are your friendly neighborhood casting duo, Waffles for Sid and Tropic Theory, bringing you the matches for today. Now, I'm extremely excited to see what we have in store for everybody here. To kick off the night or the afternoon, Tropic, we are going to see Shu's Money Crew go up against the Li Zhang. Now, obviously, this is round four, and both of these teams have been toiling through all the trials previous in the bracket to get their way and make it to this moment. Tell us about, what's been going on for these teams and, some of the talk in the grapevine about them as well.
Well, we are on day two of Open Division Cup, and though these teams that we are seeing in the top 32, it's not an easy feat to get into through the many teams that they fought through to get to this point. These teams are expected to be in this position right now. Shoes Money Crew has players that have played from many from contenders teams in general, so they have that experience. They are expected to be in that top position right now. So the question is, can they maintain that expectations and move forward from this winners bracket, or will the Lijiang be that team that do decide to take that away from them?
Yeah, definitely looking to see if Li Zhang can create an upset here. Everyone's got favorites. There's always one or two of them in a tournament or bracket that are expected to win. And we'll have to see if they can actually live up to that, very prestigious reputation that I'm sure puts some pressure on the players as well. So, testing some of that mental fortitude for them. Although I have to say, unfortunately for the Lijiang, our first map is actually going to be Busan. For them, what I would call probably a home court advantage, not going to be the case for them. I am really happy though to see that we're going to start off on a control map like Busan. Busan has a lot of different topography, opens the door for a lot of different team comps to be brought to the table from both sides. Potential for those echoes, the brawl style more. Really curious to see what they're going to favor coming in.
Yeah, my dog is excited. He also loves the control center maps. And you are completely right. The different map trains really offer what these teams can really combat. But at this level, Sid, I'm expecting these teams to be comfortable on the die variation to the brawl variation. And it is going to be which team really, from a micro level, really pokes and gets that leg up. Because this is a control map coming in. It is not one of these assault maps or, the defending side has that spawn advantage. I'm looking for these teams to either enable those tanks to do the damage, get the space they need to really enable the DPS, or the support line to just full out support the DPS. They get picks, and that's their leg up and their advantage they create for themselves.
Yeah, it's going to be about how they instigate for sure. And using those natural abilities in their kit that have a cooldown time, not the ultimates that have to charge, and utilizing them in a way that forces the opponents to have to respond with more resources. That's the way that you create advantages here in Overwatch. And you're right about those micro movements of that's what it's going to come down to really draw the enemy out and into your trap, supposedly, if you're ready to set the trap. Um, but I want to see that strong communication. I would also really expect to see a lot of good focus fire on those targets come through. These are two, very respected teams, and I don't expect to see a lot of long, scrappy fights coming through. On control, it is a little bit of a different story. Typically, since having possession of the point is very, very positive, you can draw those long fights out and just squeeze and wring out every little bit of, possession points you can get. So on that front, totally drag it out as long as you can. But like I said, I expect that focus fire to be there. And well, when someone's called out, I am guessing a lot of deleting is going to happen.
Ooh, and you know what? We are going to be heading to Sanctuary off the bat, which I'm going to be guessing, Sid, we will be seeing that variation of dive or some sort of mobile characters. We could be seeing
Totally.
the poke variation of this composition, which it really does seem will be favored on the Lijiang side. Now, this team with Firewolf on the ball, it's really creating. They're trying to attack at all angles, trying to poke and trying to get that pick to be able to pounce on the inside. Whereas Shoes Mining Crew, they are sticking with this tried and true brawl composition, coming in strong, will probably be really sticking together and creating that win condition based on the ability alone, which times may.
It'll be interesting to see what they do here and how they can utilize those different team comps. Both have some mobility on them, but in very different ways, especially if you compare the Hammond to D.Va. All in all, Lijiang opting to go for a wide attack here as Shoes Mining Crew just got straight on the point. They know that they need to get aggressive and set up and be prepared for Lijiang to push into them. Oh, Sigma's been caught out here by himself, and it's actually Miracle who goes down first in the back. There he is, though, the follow-up coming through from Cameron, capitalizing on Gummy, who was just a bit too far forward and got caught in front of that statue. He's brought back, though, and the tides are evened up for the Lijiang Tropic. Point is unlocked and capped in favor of Shoes Money Crew, so gonna be ticking up in favor of their possession as they continue to hold the point and will fend off different members of Lijiang. We got some exchanges coming through, but like I said, Shoes Money Crew still has the possession, and the Bob being thrown right here already in play for them. Shoes Money Crew getting a lot of kills in their favor regardless of the Bob trying to hold a presence on the point Tropic, but Lijiang finally forced to do a full reset.
You know, the Lijiang were really trying to utilize Vision's Bob as that engagement, trying to get a pick with this team composition, but Shoes Money Crew really got those picks needed, and it almost ended up being a waste of Bob, a waste of that green light that could have been used to go in. And that pick, once again, on Euphoria, that is again going to be a reset because they need that DPS with this team composition. They need the follow-up with Euphoria's, on the Tracer with Firewolf Slams to get the full value of this team composition coming in right now.
Yeah, they are quite a duo that are going to have to be capitalizing together. On that front, there's the sound barrier coming through. Shoes Money Crew has got the sustainability and reinforcements. An aggressive Blizzard comes out on that front, and the Immortality Field also committed. Finally, a couple kills going back and forth, and it's the Lijiang coming out on top for this battle. Shoes Money Crew did a lot to engage here and try to instigate that, but the Lijiang answered beautifully in response.
Yeah, the sustain coming in from the support line of the Lijiang really were the unsung heroes of keeping the team alive, keeping everybody alive to be able to survive and sustain, but at what cost? 4 ultimates were utilized in that fight, though the same side of Shoes Money Crew and Euphoria needs to get a pick right now with that pulse farm to keep this momentum, but Chime gets the pick on the Visions. Whew, that's gonna be rough.
Stuck. Oh, no kill comes through from that pulse bomb, even though it was a successful stick. The D.Va bomb, though, that takes down Liar for the Lijiang is going to be so devastating. They've lost their main healer, and after that, it's going to be a stall game coming through for them as they have to regroup a bit.
Definitely gonna have to regroup, and the target focus coming in from Shoes Money Crew. Taking out Liar off the bat, already recognizing that is a reset in itself. But we have Visions of Bob once again, and that 7th player could spell out that advantage that they need right now as they're starting this brawl immediately.
Good little pressure on the point coming through from Euphoria forces Shoes Money Crew to actually go back and hold behind the drums here instead of on that far right side high ground area. Bob has been thrown in by Vision from the Lijiang here. He's on the point, and the Immortality Field is committed in response. Wow, Rose, 3 kill there in the kill feed. So hat trick coming through, and well, 98% left. It's going to be tough. There it is. Easy point cap there for Shoes Money Crew at the end as they, managed to get the good trickle kills. And honestly, Lijiang didn't even have a chance to try to recontest. So good, smart plays.
Yeah, Rose really came in there, got the picks that they needed in that 95% tick, and that was all she wrote, basically.
I mean, 3 kills. Wow, that's half the team that she took down, or he took down.
Yeah. Which is it's honestly pretty ridiculous. And right now, Shoes Money Crew is doing such a great job at staying as a unit and not allowing the Pope variation of the comp that Lee Jong was running to even infiltrate any size. Looks like they will be opting to go the same composition with the difference of Euphoria on the Doomfist, which could prove to be a little bit of a risk. We'll see if they're able to, outplay Chime's Freeze.
Oh!
Euphoria.
A risk that pays off. Euphoria gets the opening pick onto Pascal, and well, from there, Li Zhang just continues to press the W and clean up Shoes Money Crew. They're gonna be able to cap that point easy peasy. Tropic, that was a quick fight.
That was a quick fight, and Shoes Money Crew will not be changing here, but now Euphoria, 40% on that slam, and it is very quick, and that target prioritization coming in immediately on Pascal, that just sets an immediate reset coming in, but they're here again, Sid.
Firewolf already gets the opening kill, gets a big Earth Shatter, finding a few as well. Li Zhang doing a fantastic job here. It's just wiping out Shoes Money Crew for each time they try to push in and minimizing how many resources they're winning the fight with.
Yeah, this Li Zhang right now are really controlling the tempo of these fights coming in. Firewolf with that shatter, it really just denying Shoes Money Crew the ability to create their own ultimates because they have the wall rotation on the back of Miracle.
Euphoria gets a little bit aggressive, overly aggressive into Miracle. Miracle gives a beautiful flash, stun, and stops him in his tracks. So Shoes Money Crew has an opportunity here to try to take back the point, but Euphoria's gonna get back quick and they gotta be careful. The point's flipped over for Shoes Money Crew on that front, but kills are still going back and forth. Li Zhang doing a little bit of a light back off here as they're duking it out a bit, and well, now the tides could be turned for them. The super punch while he's in the air. Poor Baptiste, he just too predictable as he's falling down. The point's now being recaptured by the Li Zhang currently, but all in all, Shoes Money Crew doing a great job at trying to stall out that last little bit.
Trying to stall it out a little bit, and they have the ultimates to really come back. So I do think that that is a smart move because these control maps move at such a fast pace that every second counts and every percentage that ticks, you really need to have a game plan around. And these stalling fights do not help your team. They have the ultimates that are able to really give them that green light, and we'll see if they're able to land them here, Sid.
Okay, Euphoria doing a similar thing, and everyone's caught in the grab. Sustainability is there thanks to Aspen's sound barrier, and Vision across the way, trying to shoot across at the opposing McCree. Doesn't quite find it and decides to pop his own high noon. Pascal caught in the midst of it as the Li Zhang continues to clean up members of Shoes Money Crew. We've got 86% left and counting, and well, they're gonna have two ultimates online to try to defend for this next push, Tropic.
Yeah, last fight territory right now, 90% and counting up. Cameron needs to land this, or somebody needs to get on this point right now, Sid.
Overtime has been triggered just by the skin of their teeth, and the bar is trickling down. It's going to be a game of making sure they stay on the point as a couple kills have been going back and forth for both teams. There's an opportunity here for Shoes Money Crew to get a little bit of traction as they are up by one man, and the point has been flipped in their favor. Aspen wins her duel against the opposing Lucio, and Shoes Money Crew finally getting the point back in their possession just before Li Zhang takes it.
You know, I love those support duels where it is a Lucio against a Lucio. Aspen comes out on top that time around, but I would argue that that only brings passion to the liar to try to get her back. I like the switches coming along for Li Zhang, opting for that Mei. That is a win condition of their own if they're able to get that wall and kill, and that could be what they need to push in here.
Li Zhang going a very long way around, and Shoes Money Crew just continuing to give ground and give space. They've pushed Shoes Money Crew into their own spawn side, and now Li Zhang goes ahead and drops onto the point a bit. They've got a bit of a presence here, and they're trying to get the possession. Pulse Bomb is thrown, and Euphoria steps right back into it. He thought he was just barely out of the way and is forced back by some damage coming through. Shoes Money Crew doing a great job at defending that most recent push from Li Zhang.
I really like that rotation that Li Zhang did decide to make, really flipping the point on Shoes Money Crew and trying to make them fight point. But Shoes Money Crew had the ultimates needed, and Chime, and getting that pick was so strong, definitely forcing them to opt to go the long way now, Sid, with that window, that pressure. Whew.
The Lijiang has people funneling out of a lot of different entry points here. They've got Lucio on the point and is taken down. That's going to be a bit of a heal and stall missing from their team. Comp, and a huge pin comes through from Cameron as well. Just that short bit up the stairs. He's reinforced with that sound barrier, and after that, Shoes Money Crew can be as aggressive as they want. Aspen's got their back, and OT's going to trickle down with first map of Busan going to Shoes Money Crew. Wow, Tropic, I gotta say the Lijiang did an outstanding job in comparison to that first round we saw, especially here for the second one.
No, certainly. They did a great job at really controlling that fight with Doomfist. Euphoria getting the picks that he needed with that Doomfist. That Doomfist is a risky play because once you have those cooldowns and you do not utilize them to the full value or to the extent, you need the damage in that frontline pressure, but Euphoria proved me wrong, got the picks needed, but in the end, Shoes Money Crew continued to stay as a reckoning force and really controlling the alt fight in the end and dominating those picks that really Miracle really clutched it in the end there.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, I did think that Euphoria was really successful on that Doomfist initially. And the switch over was definitely the smart play to make. I think that he moved at the earliest time he could have, and it started to bring value as the Mei as best as he could. But props to Shoes Money Crew for recognizing that threat. Euphoria only got away with the Doomfist for, maybe 2 or 3 fights. And then afterwards, he was starting to be targeted, shut down, and, stunned on his way in and focused. So, that's the kind of focus fire and adaptation we expect from these high-level teams.
You hit the nail on the head, Sid. That is exactly what we're looking to see. One of these coach friends of mine once said, if you expect to see a Symmetra on the team, you don't, just play every round like, oh, there's a Symmetra still. You play to counter that Symmetra, and that's exactly what Shoes Money Crew did. Recognize the Doomfist, recognize the value that he had, and really shut them down. But Watchpoint Gibraltar, Sid. That is the next map that we'll be heading to, and I'm expecting to see a little bit more of that double bubble variation with that potential echo coming into the play right now.
Yeah, I agree with you there on that front. I don't expect to see as much of the, Mei, McCree, slow him down type of CC characters here. The aerial area is just such a huge amount of opportunity for those flight characters. You have your typical XY axis that most everyone runs on, but they have the benefit of the Z plane moving up high above. And well, honestly, I have to give them props for, an additional skill mechanic that these players have mastered on that front.
No, certainly. And Shoes Money Crew will be opting on the double bubble variation. Really, where I'm looking when I see this comp, all eyes go to Chime and Cameron. Cameron really being enabled by Rose's bubbles and Pascal's nanos to really push forward, do the damage that they need to do, and then Chime coming in from the background and really finishing off those players. And we have seen this duo really just illustrate just great teamwork coming in. So we'll see how the Lijiang handles this.
Oh, I thought Aspen was going to get taken down right out of the gate. She fell so low. But thankfully, right there, Pascal got her back. And everyone's, back topped off, feeling pretty healthy here. We see Vision on this side with that nice damage boost coming through from Liar. Going to be a very big nuisance for Shoes Money Crew. Euphoria doing the Lord's work as we push the payload all alone, taking on that solo or that Tracer duel as well. Has a bit of that backup, helping themselves on that front. There's some good, CC comes through and Firewolf does manage to escape. He has been antied and is going to absolutely want to let that, wear off as he continues to roll away. Now Lijiang getting a lot of traction as they move forward, but one kill comes through onto Firewolf. They do have the advantage though as they continue pressing their attack. Euphoria are getting a little bit low in this Tracer duel against Chime, and finally Chime is finished off by the Lijiang.
Yeah, the Lijiang are doing a great job right now at getting the picks needed, but here it is. The Nano Monkey comes in the midst, and this could spell a little bit of struggle for the Lijiang here, Sid.
Well, Vision back here in the back line with his damage boost and Zenyatta. It's going to be nice, easy pickings for him. Switch making it look like, honestly, much easier than it is to take down a Tracer is a Zenyatta.
Yeah, this bloodthirsty, the bloodthirst and the supports, I love it. I'm living for it. And here we are in the street spaces. I am looking for these teams to be taking this airship right now, and I like the fact that Lijiang are being proactive about this, trying to take this away. Well, Shoes Money Crew is away. Flux comes out. Ooh.
Ooh, and a big Flux comes out, finding Cameron on Shoes Money Crew. They're down one of the tanks, but that Discord Orb is not in play for the Lijiang, so no one's going to be melted down quite as quickly as normal. Euphoria gonna be taking that gold with amount of time on the payload here, just relentlessly pushing forward. No one's noticing. Okay, finally, a bit of pressure. That's the name of the game, folks, is to push the payload all the way. Vision is brought back to life by that Mercy, as I'm sure he's been continuously getting that pocket still. Firewolf getting aggressive, causing that mayhem and forcing out the rally from Aspen on that front. Primal Rage is popped by Cameron as well, and oh, the Sleeping Liar gets pounced upon, does manage to escape, and well, all in all, the Lijiang has been pushed back to their spawn, Tropic.
Pushed back to their spawn, and Shoes Money Crew right now is playing the game of burning as much time as they can. They have these ultimates and they have the control of the airship, which is really great for the support line. Pascal's able to really have the line of sight to hill these aggressive tanks, and we have the Nano Monkey coming online right now. There it is.
Nano Monkey gets activated there. Cameron gonna be aggressive as he goes forward and, you know, trying to find a few people on Lijiang and gets pressured out. Miracle gets a nice flashbang from the high ground onto Firewolf, but, you know, as he's burning himself, going to have to back up and give space. Lijiang getting kill after kill. Vision getting aggressive there, and you can see Liar all in the kill feed. Switch following suit on that front. Good little res here as the fight closes out, and second checkpoint has been capped with 4:20 left on the clock.
The Lijiang coming in here. Wow. Firewolf and Euphoria. I was talking about Cameron and Shime. Well, you know what? That same duo is causing such a such a uphill battle for Shoes Money Crew as the Ana goes down once again, Sid. I like the fact that they're taking this space right now because this is where it gets tough. This is where they need to get a full team wipe or the stall game starts.
The Lijiang has almost 5 out of 6 ultimates online for themselves. It's going to be a lot of flashing lights. We see Trance and Flux have been popped as well. Go ahead, Gummy goes ahead and gets Miracle off the Flux and is continuing to be aggressive. He's slept for that aggression though, recognized as a threat. Nice job coming through from Pascal, but Shoes Money Crew is herded back into their spawn. They have to regroup if they want to try to make a stand right here at the end, Tropic.
They have to make a stand right now. Gummy Firewolf is just really pushing this payload right now, and they have the ultimates ready to utilize right now. The bomb comes out, but Cameron stops Visions.
Wow. Kill after kill coming through from Lijiang as Vision sent Bob straight into Cameron's face right there. Now Cameron's trying to get aggressive, going for this backline support. Switch says no. Thankfully, Liar is there to keep him alive, and they managed to take down the Winston on that front. High Noon is popped by Miracle on the side, trying to zone and keep space out, but all in all, it is looking rough for Shoes Money Crew. They're herded up here on the side, trying to do their best to defend Tropic, but, you know, it's going to be a continuous onslaught from the Lijiang.
Continuous onslaught, but you know what? They utilize half of their ults coming in right now. They have the pulse bomb coming for this next fight, and I'm looking for them to get a pick right now. I like the angles that they are taking and seeing. Oh! Euphoria down, that will definitely be a reset, Sid.
Yeah, that is, I mean, you can see Lijiang backing off right now. They want that Tracer to be able to put that pressure in the back line and cause that distraction as well.
No, certainly. They really need that. With the team composition that they have going, they need that backline pressure to make this work and really enable Vision to do what he does best and click those heads.
Ooh, a big ante comes through. Gonna force, oh yeah, a big eat comes through from Rose on that pulse bomb. Could have been a tide-changing ultimate there for Lijiang, doesn't quite make it. Chime doing work here, trying to take on the other Tracer on the side. Rose comes up big with 2 kills on that self-destruct. That's gonna shut Lijiang's attack down in its tracks.
That will shut them down because they need Lyre on that Mercy, but we will be seeing the swaps coming out from Lijiang. Lyre will be opting to go onto that Brigitte, probably going to be trying to counter Chime and Cameron. That duo has been wrecking that backline, and without the support of your supports, it's really rough to get aggressive into the midst though. But Sid, Euphoria going on the Torb. I am questioning that decision. I would argue that really doesn't offer any more frontline damage, and there could be better options.
Yeah, you know, maybe it is actually the backline damage they're struggling the most to contain. And Miracle gets taken down. Oh, Firewolf coming up big with 2 kills now as those mines were devastating for the Zippy Tracer. Winston goes ahead and pops the Primal Force, Shoes Money crew, but he's getting focused and peppered down one after another. And the point, it's capped there with 45 seconds left for Lijiang. All 3 checkpoints in the bag.
Already creating a win condition for Shoes Money crew. They got to get to the end with ideally some time left to be able to, you know, cap or have an opportunity to push on for that next round. But the Lijiang Sid, they were doing such a great job in the end there at controlling those ultimate rotations, being on top of those ultimates, coming in, getting the value, and even within their own ultimates, baiting out Shoes Money, or making Shoes Money crew press their own and with not as much value as they were getting there.
Yeah, and you know, we questioned a bit of the Torb switch, which, you know, I think that the Torbjorn, that extra turret, enabled the Lijiang to feel like their backs were a bit safer with a turret covering them, and that they were able to focus more on the front line and just not get, you know, completely constantly bombarded by Chime on that Tracer. Oh man, he was absolutely a pester for Lijiang.
You are completely right. Having that pressure in the backline really denied Chime to be able to poke at Switch and Lyre in the backline. Though the Lyre did go to that Brig, I think that the combination with that turret and the Brig is what they needed to cap that 3rd point.
Totally. And well, this time here we you know, have Euphoria still on that Tracer, and Chime has switched over after they used that TP to move across the way. Shoes Money crew gonna be looking to try to take some ground here as, well, we saw this first thing happen on the flip side for Lijiang pushing. The Tracer moving the payload, and here's the engagement on the high ground, trying to create space and make that advantage for themselves. Shield is there, thankfully in time to stop that Fan the Hammer, but oh, a big pile drive comes through, taking down Miracle as he is low enough to get polished off by Euphoria. There has been a trade back and forth, and well, there it is, the Tracer gonna be coming up with the gold objective time, Tropic.
Oh man, Euphoria is doing so much work just pushing that payload right now and taking this, you know, this duo with Chime right now, which is getting so much value since they want to protect those supports coming in. But Cameron, getting the pick on the Switch is going to be devastating.
Yeah, Switch was, you know, a little bit on his lonesome side there, but it looks like it's going to be a very valiant sacrifice as more kills start coming through in favor of the Lijiang. Oh, but Firewolf is taken down. That's a big pick for Shoes Money crew as they are here near the payload, and an anti! Oh, Vision's gonna feel really bad being unable to be healed. Those 3 hit points left, and well, res right away. So lucky him, feels good there on that front now. Lyre hanging out with him, keeping that damage boost strong. You can see he gets the pick onto Cameron as well. Lijiang doing a great job at continuing to hold the point here just before the first checkpoint, Tropic. 3.77 meters left.
Yeah, they are doing a great job. Euphoria right now getting so much value on that backline. If Pascal's down, it really doesn't. Cameron can't be as aggressive as he wants, even with Rose's bubble. So this is a great target priority coming in from the Lijiang right now. And if they continue this trend, this could be quite unfortunate for Shoes Money crew.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Oh, Cameron goes down early, both supports taking him down. They're bloodthirsty on that front. Tropic, that's going to shut down the push before it can start.
Exactly. You need that frontline pressure coming in from Cameron, especially with V Primal online. I'm sure that we will be seeing V Primal coming online with Chime utilizing that distraction and the chaos of that juggling monkey to try to get that pulse bomb.
There's the Gravitic Flux coming through. Doesn't find any kills off of it. Cameron here, Primal raging and falls extremely low. A high noon is popped by Miracle. No victims on that front. Everyone decides to stay out of sightline there. The Mercy here trying to keep people alive as the Trance is also forced out from Switch on that front. Pulse Bomb doesn't find anything, and it is madness here as both teams are going to fight their hearts out to try to stop and cap this first point here on Gibraltar. So far, though, Shoes Money Crew getting the space they need and, almost finished capping it there just by the skin of their teeth. It's been stalled, and finally, Tropic. First checkpoint gotten for Shoes Money Crew on that front.
Oh man, that was really close, Sid. The Lijiang was holding that less than a minute coming in, but you know what? I like this momentum that Shoes Money Crew is trying to take and the space that they are trying to take. If they continue the target prioritization on the support line, this could spell their success because Switch is doing so much work with those discords, and that, I would argue that that support with that discord consistently on Cameron is really doing works for them.
Cameron trying to get aggressive. Thankfully, that Primal Rage is there to replenish his health bar just before he falls. Rose once again getting another kill on that front, taking down Vincent, who has been a very, very deadly threat from that far side. Wow, the res so aggressive coming through from Liar, and it's successful bringing back Vincent. He's taken down just as quickly as he was brought back to life. And well, Shoes Money Crew has the space that they're trying to maintain to keep pushing this payload.
And you know what? I like Pascal right now. They are doing a lot of antis that really is allowing Cameron that green light to push and get the kills that they need. But this could spell the stop to their momentum right here with this Fluxid.
Pulse Bomb gets thrown, doesn't find any victims on that front as both support ultimates have been stacked for the Lijiang currently. They're fighting off Shoes Money Crew as best they can, and that sustainability treats them well as they take down Cameron. Rose is high charged, and in the backline, though, deleting people one after another. They need to be taken down or at least handled there. That high charge Zarya is such a big threat coming through. Now Switch is getting pushed into the corner, but Aspen is too predictable and takes a right click there. She was very low herself, but Shoes Money Crew gonna keep trying to push this payload here to the last little bit. It's looking good as their tank line is doing work, and so is Chime.
Oh man, yeah, they have finally capped this here with yep, they did. Okay. Just kidding. Almost saw that they were able to push to stall it consistently, but no, we are pushing it to this last point, Sid, and I like Rose going back onto that Zarya, really enabling once again Cameron onto that the monkey coming in here, and the space that they're taking is setting themselves up for a great initial push coming in.
That's right, back to the double bubble, the Zarya bubble and the Winston bubble. Gonna be a lot of opportunity to keep them sustained and engaging in the fight. There it is, both bubbles for Winston as he goes to jump in. He's got that Primal Rage online, but after that Pulse Bomb from Chime Tropic, he probably is not going to need it anytime soon. If he does, he's going to be looking to boot people off that edge of the map and, continue this aggression that he's been able to sustain. Bob was thrown on the point and deleted very quickly after that. There's a couple kills coming back and forth, but all in all, Shoes Money Crew doing a great job here at continuing to press the assault. Vision is brought back by Liar once again, and that damage boosted ass is not something you want to get caught by. Cameron does use that Primal Rage, finding Euphoria and still continuing to press the backline and continue to put that pressure on. The High Noon is so successful there, especially after Cameron had removed the Firewolf shield from Lijiang.
And they do finish with they only have 30 seconds more, but in Overwatch, every second can count sometimes, and that 30 seconds could spell out what they need to potentially win this match. But
30 seconds is one fight, and one fight could make or break your game.
I think 30 seconds is time to raise those ultimates, and ultimates can be what really changes the ties of the fight.
especially when there's just this little amount of time left. Absolutely.
No, certainly. But at the same time, for the defending side, just burning down that time, it really could be if not treated well, it could give them a little bit of, comfort. Maybe not the best, that they have time to push, but it's only 90 seconds.
If it's a little bit of extra breathing room, it's not going to be much.
Yeah.
They've barely got their chin out of the water if we're going to compare it to a bit of treading. And, well, Li Zhang is going to be pretty close to under. It's only 1 minute, so they've really only got one opportunity to lose a fight. Otherwise, they have to stay on the payload the whole time. And the more momentum you can gain during this, the better.
No, certainly. And Euphoria will be teleporting them across the way, setting up the support line most likely. And there it is, taking that high ground and meeting Choose Money Crew on that bridge.
Deja Vu once again, Tracer pushing the payload as the other members of the team take the high ground and start to push around to force off the opposing defenders off their own high ground. Guessing we'll also see this in the next round as the cart continues to move underneath the bridgeway. No one is aggressing forward yet as it's just this poke phase and, well, all in all, 30 seconds have already passed, Tropic. The time for respawning is over, and, well, we are in last fight territory now. The cart is not moving forward any longer as Vision goes ahead, moving around the far side, trying to get a good angle where he can be more protected and still easily damage boosted. Euphoria getting aggressive, tries to take down Chime, and almost gets taken down themselves. Good recall coming through, and now you can see Choose Money Crew patiently waiting for the Li Zhang to walk through into their pincer trap there. Overtime has been triggered though, so they're gonna have to stay on the point this whole time. A big crispy dynamite comes through from Vision, and, well, kills are going back and forth for both teams. It could still be anyone's fight, but Cameron coming up big here. One checkpoint cap though by Euphoria, sneaking away on that Tracer, doing great work there once again, going for gold on objective time. Li Zhang here still has to stay on the payload, and wow, Euphoria is doing a great job at keeping this overtime bar alive for his team. Cameron still has not been taken down, finally removed and recognized as the threat he is, but it is still a scrappy fight on the payload. Tropic kills going back and forth, and now the high noon popped. There it is, the OT bar trickles down too fast for anyone to recontest, and, well, Li Zhang did manage to squeeze out that 1 point. Huge props to Euphoria.
Euphoria has been on that payload all throughout this whole duration of the game, Sid. I would be curious to know what the time he has. And honestly, it almost seemed like he was waiting for that prime moment. And he finally got the C9 point cap, and it worked out wonders for them. Cameron did a great job, though, Sid. He was in the back line and immediately took out Switch and Liar, which once you have that support line, especially for the composition that the Li Zhang had, that is all you have. And so Euphoria really did a great job at making this win condition now for Choose Money Crew to at least now have to cap that first point.
Totally. This is a great spot to be in to make sure you actually have that one last extra point over. If you can stall them before they cap it, it's a for sure win for them. I do want to say Choose Money Crew did a great job at waiting for Li Zhang to essentially walk in to the maws of their trap. We saw them moving forward underneath the bridge and just Choose Money Crew waiting both sides barely out of sight. Not out of our side as spectators, but...
Yeah, the patience. The patience to be able to pounce and really just understand... Just Cameron, the patience for Cameron to be ready for that dive, be ready for that setup from Pascal's nade, or that setup in general.
So instead of, the boulder! What an amazing play coming through from the Li Zhang. Just instantly stopped Cameron in his tracks. He didn't even make it to the second platform as he was just stunned and mowed down right after that. Great reaction time coming through from the Li Zhang.
Oh man, he was mowed in mid-air, Sid. Not even chance to touch the bridge at all. But you know what? Vision's Dynamites could prove the success right now. They are almost ready with that 7th man, Bob. And Bob having that pressure on the payload, could be exactly what they need. It could be the distraction. Choose Money True trying to get the Bob, trying to kill him down, and that is where the Legion get the opportunity to pounce.
Yeah, and Bob can also be used to essentially be sent into the back line and force Shu's Money Crew into, well, Bob in a hard place as far as who do you want to fight and get the damage from. All in all, Shu's Money Crew going to try to continue engaging here. There's a bit of a skirmish on this highish ground, but the payload is underneath the bridge here as it's going to keep rolling forward. Everyone's on their edge of the seat as they know OT bar now triggered. Shu's Money Crew cannot get off of the point here. Bob is sent into the fray from Vision right there towards the payload on that front. He almost found the kill onto the McCree and has to bounce out of the fight himself. Switch coming up big with that kill on Cameron and has his own Transcendence. Wow, Euphoria gets that pulse bomb kill and he is putting in a lot of additional work. No one's on the point from Shu's Money Crew. And the Li Zhang Tropic go ahead and tie up our series. They're here to play and get competitive. And looks like they are not going to let a repeat of their scrims on Thursdays happen.
Absolutely not. And you know what? I'm surprised. Choose Money Crew throughout the map of Busan and coming in for this attack, the initial attack. This pressure and the aggression coming in, they were dominant in the control of tempo fight, but that last fight coming in, the Li Shang, it seemed like Shu's Money Crew was timid. They really
Ooh.
they were waiting for a time to pounce. That time never came to pounce, and at the very last minute, they relied on Cameron with that Nano Monkey and Visions. Visions is what I gotta say saved the day for Li Shan, getting the picks that he needed, getting the ult charge that he needed, and that Bob. Whew, that is exactly what they needed, and they got it 1-1.
Right. I do like your call out there on Shu's Money Crew, kind of looking timid for that last fight. After I would say that maybe after seeing Cameron stunned and deleted in midair before he could even touch the ground again, might have been a bit intimidating. And after that, they were much, much more cautious to approach and overcompensated a bit. With only 1 minute left on the clock, or 1:30 for them, uh, you really don't have much time to be able to dial in different adjustments like that. That's the type of thing that you have to practice for. And well, hopefully, when you make it to this time, it's the refinement that we see. On the flip side, of course, we can't discount how incredible that timing of the boulder was. The buildup of accretion,
Oh
of
man.
to create the accretion, has to be before or at the same time he's jumping. It cannot be after he's already in the air, heading your way, because typically that's much too direct of a line. So, all in all, like, really great play. I love the earth bending coming through.
And honestly, I would argue that the Li Zhang have recognized Cameron is a threat. He's a threat to the back line. Chime is right there around the corner on your back line. And that map really illustrated that Li Zhang understands that. They are ready
Mm-hmm.
to deny Cameron getting all the space that he has done a great job at the beginning. And now we're looking at a tied match coming in. But we're headed to hybrid. So I want to say, what map we're going to see, but most likely going to be Kingsborough. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Honestly, we're not even gonna like pretend or play coy. It's almost always Kings Row that's chosen for a hybrid map. The streets, there's a corner for everyone. And as a tank player, it's always nice that you have that cover you can retreat back to, play around, and try to either aggress forward or lure them back into your side of the corner to trap them and take care of them. Of course, that choke point to capture that first spot is, quite a funnel point, and bottlenecks mean the enemy know bottlenecks mean we know where you're gonna funnel through and we know where to shoot.
No, certainly. And you know what? The Li Zhang, Euphoria. We cannot forget about that Doomfist play that he
Ooh.
illustrated in Busan. So I would not be surprised if Euphoria does play that once again on the attacking side. I wouldn't I don't think it'll be on the defending side. There's a limited rollouts that really gives Doomfist the value he needs. But definitely on that attacking side, I could definitely see that beautiful rollout, get the first pick, and then move on.
Right. Well, and as attackers, you have a little bit more forgiveness on your initial team comp, right? You can make those adjustments. You can try one fight of that maybe a little more unorthodox team style before reverting to a more traditional or comfortable arrangement that they're used to. Going for that early Doomfist pick to create an opening could just be like huge for them, right? We saw it happen in the first map. He picked off Baptiste. Oh, opens the door wide open and easy takens from there. But, we'll have to see which map they choose. We're guessing Kings Row because that's the norm, but maybe they will take us for a curveball, Tropic. We
Hopefully.
we'll have to see though. And on that note, we're gonna take a quick break, get a drink, get a snack, and we'll see you back here for our hybrid map. Hi, folks, and welcome back to the Open Division Spring Cup of 2021. We are in the midst of a battle between Shoes Money Crew and the Li Zhang. We're tied up now 1-1 as both of these teams, went back and forth. We saw Shoes Money Crew take our first map on Basan. And, well, Li Zhang answered in kind on Gibraltar with their own win going into the fourth round. Tropic, it's been an intense battle back and forth, and we mentioned how we were going to a hybrid map next. Well, we are pleasantly surprised and 100% wrong because we are actually going to the Fortress of Eichenwald. So, really excited to see this for our hybrid map instead. Definitely, the standard funnel choke point, trying to open up that second point, but this is a lot of open area through the moving along.
Now, this was Shoes Money Crew's pit map choice coming in. So it does make you wonder, what specifically for this map made you want to pick this? And, we are seeing on the side, I will not comment on the attacking side because you know what? They're infamous for swapping it out on the last minute and killing our brains. So, let's talk about Li Zhang. Sid. Euphoria is back on that Doomfist, and this could, if it works like it did on that brief moment of Sanctuary, this could be the momentum they need to start this map off on the right foot.
We'll have to see if they can. It's 1-1, so both teams are really fired up and definitely not going to roll over and make this an easy battle.
That's
Looks
true.
like Shoes Money Crew is okay. Yep, we're sticking with a. Looks like we're gonna go ahead and open up with a pause. So who knows what's going on there on that front? Maybe just a quick reset as we rejoin servers. Let our computers take a momentary break from all the action. But like you mentioned, it's going to be interesting to see why they chose to pick Eichenwald. We saw the Doomfist and the Pharah already for the defensive side. So, well, that's a lot of space for them to move around in. And Eichenwald has so many Doomfist, little parkour spots for him to get that advantage on?
Very true, and they have Gummy on that Zarya, which could just provide that extra shield, that extra bubble to allow him to be as aggressive as his heart wishes right now.
Right. And, there it is. They just went ahead and straight walked up through the choke there. Chime went ahead and put the wall up so they could have no contest and no damage being peppered down. Now, though, they've been pushed back. Euphoria gets that kill as the Doomfist, his one-punch potential absolutely massive and devastating. He jumps straight into the McCree there. Vision on that high ground shuts him down and does have to give ground after that. All in all, though, Shoes Money Crew goes ahead and continues their press forward, Tropic.
Continuing to press forward, and this is a smart move. Going when the iron is hot and getting the pick that they need. Really making this rotation around and forcing the point in their favor. Or their direction.
That's right, and fight breaking out here on the point. Miracles get another kill onto Switch as he was in mid-air. Big pick there as the main healer has gotten taken down from the Li Zhang. Kills a little bit back and forth, and wow, Euphoria putting in the work. Shoes Money Crew, though, still coming out on top as they are continuing to try to cap this point here. They've almost got one, there it is, one tick in their favor, and now all they have to do is defend Li Zhang trickling back in.
And Shoes Money Crew really has that tried and true meta comp coming in. Chime on that Mei, Miracle on that McCree, and Rose to really be that diva to really try to hold off on that high ground right now. Now, though Gummy has that grab coming in, Rose could eat this right now, Sid, and that could really destroy this, or really enable this tempo, or help the tempo of control coming in from Shoes Money if that happens.
Rose has been popping off too. We see them get multiple kills and hat tricks in one play. There it is, both sound barriers coming through from both sides, and Cameron goes ahead to land the Earth Shatter, taking down Firewolf in the process. Euphoria has also been removed from the equation, and Shoes Money Crew continues to cleave forward and take the space.
And it looks like it has come around again, Sid, where Euphoria was doing a great amount of damage, a great amount of value for Li Zhang in the very beginning, and then Shu's Money Crew really countering him and really denying any value on this Doomfist right now. I'm hoping that we do see that swap into May to help and really stop this momentum that Shu's Money Crew has, but this rotation could be what they need right now.
The payload is just cruising forward at a blistering pace with 3:40 on the clock currently. The Li Zhang goes ahead and opts for a full rotation around to try to defend here from the backside of the payload, and it's being successful. They take down a few members, but they did lose some of their own. Shu's Money Crew doing their best to continue moving this payload forward as they've now been pushed with their backs against the wall there. It hasn't been broken down, and well, the Li Zhang manages to go ahead and hold this just before the capture of the second point.
And the Li Zhang are in a great place to be right now. They have that defending spawn advantage coming in. If we get that close, if Shu's Money Crew does get that, the defensive spawn advantage is really forcing Shu's Money Crew in and they have to create an advantage for themselves right now, Sid.
2 kills in their pocket. That's a nice advantage with more to follow suit. The point's being moved forward though. You gotta be careful of that sneaky McCree this time. Trying to move that payload just a little bit more.
A little bit more, and the Li Zhang are taking advantage of this high ground right now, which is exactly where they need to be. But Shu's Money Crew have pretty much all their ults ready, besides Aspen. Almost there, but not quite there yet. So I'm looking for one of these teams to be that proactive team, getting those ultimates, and Miracle actually is a trade, Sid.
Wow, so 1 for 1 here as Euphoria goes ahead and is literally 1 hit point. Thankfully, he's got a overshield that, you know, feels a little bit unfair when you're going against a Doomfist. Personally, Shu's Money Crew opts to go through the tunnel here and is now over by the checkpoint, moving the payload forward once again. Earth Shatter comes through and it actually lands. Wow, great job coming through from Cameron, and Cameron goes ahead and blocks the opposing Earth Shatter. Rose's 4K on that Diva Bomb wins the fight, no contest there.
Oh man, both teams utilizing ultimates and Shu's Money Crew. What a beautiful palm coming in from Roses. 3 minutes on the clock to get this last point, and they are looking really great right now. If they're able to continue to control this tempo of the fight, get those ultimates, because we are in the midst of a dry fight right now, Sid. Gotta get those ultimates online.
Ooh, Gummy's gonna have that grab online soon, and Liar goes ahead and pops the sound barrier, reinforcing Li Zhang here on the defense. Vision gets lucky and picks the off chime in the midst of it all, and Miracle, he was so low, is taken down. Liar getting that bloodthirsty support kill for himself. Shu's Money Crew herded back and stalled out here for this third point.
Now, I like this change coming in from the Li Zhang, swapping off that Doomfist onto this Junkrat, and this closed corridor makes it basically a dream for these Junkrat bombs to do so much damage for them right now. Sid, the swap just happened, and Euphoria is pretty much at tire for this next fight here.
A tire can end a fight before it even starts, Tropic, and it's going to be about being a little sneaky and some of the timing. He's right there, and is he just going to... Oh that is... I would argue that is so disrespectful, right in their face. Shu's Money Crew does respond with 3 kills of their own, but after losing those members, it's going to be a rough fight, and well, the spawn advantage is all in favor of the Li Zhang. Looks like Shu's Money Crew, though, did not care about that disrespectful tire and decides to continue moving forward, Tropic.
Yeah, they are moving with the vengeance. Did not like that disrespect at all. And even without their main tank and their healer, they do not care. They have the ultimates ready, but the Li Zhang is ready to respond in kind as well.
Oh, the sound barrier coming through from Aspen makes everyone tanky, and well, no one was on the point to contest. I am shocked they all hid behind the amp matrix trying to utilize its value, and just a little bit too much forgot the name of the game.
You know what? Sometimes it does happen, but oh, how unfortunate in this type of map where every second counts. You want to be able to create that win condition for yourself where you deny that third point, and now Li Zhang is faced with needing to cap all three plus some time, or else they will not even get an opportunity to cap for that last point if they do decide to tie it up.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot on the line here. Our set of games is first to three, so got a little bit of ways before it's match point for either team. Shoes Money Crew, like you said, though, it's going to have to be a really, really solid defense if they want to hold the line.
No, 100%. And we are seeing the same team compositions coming around as last time. Euphoria opting to go on that Doomfist with Gummy on the Zarya to really enable this frontline pressure coming in. But last time around, Sid, Chime really had those walls, especially on the defending side right now. Chime's walls could really control the tempo of this engagement coming in from Li Zhang. They do not have any sort of air force besides Euphoria to go over that wall, so they are playing at the will and the break of that wall coming in.
Yeah, well, I think they're going to be looking for Euphoria to also be able to make it over that wall. I do know a Doomfist rollout can get you all the way across the map in Eichenwald. There's some crazy things that roll through. He's actually over here on this right side, though, continuing the frontal assault with his team, and he gets that bubble. He's chased down, though, by Rose, and, well, instantly deleted on that front. Now that Li Zhang has lost both of their DPS, now it's going to be a reset for them as Shoes Money Crew pushes them back.
Shoes Money Crew have this team composition of consistent damage. They have the reliability of Chime's wall to really wall and kill, and have Aspen's speed to really rush onto any of those victims that get caught in there. Li Zhang had the Doomfist, which really makes for you have to get a pick for that engagement, so I like the fact that Euphoria is opting to have their own main.
Ice walls are up from both teams, and the immortality field has been committed from Shoes Money Crew. Vision's the first person to go down, and Li Zhang is backing up and giving space. They're falling one after another. Tropic, and well, once again, they're gonna have to go for another reset with 2:40 left on the clock.
Shoes Money Crew is just putting so much pressure on Li Zhang right now that they have not even had the ability to really charge these ultimates to get in, to hopefully get into the fight right now. Vision has the Deadeye, but we have Rose on the D.Va, and Rose is a hungry D.Va. I will just say that. So that will definitely be a hard ultimate to really get a pick on and get value with, and be that ultimate that Li Zhang needs to get into the point right now, or that engagement.
Yeah, Rose has been highly effective for their team. The D.Va bombs, obviously nice and flashy, but they've been getting kills with their normal kit and continuing to capitalize on the members of Li Zhang who are out of position. They're doing a great job of helping and supporting the team, and look, they're there in the middle of the fight every single time. They may not be getting the final blow, but continuing to block. Oh, Gummy!
Oh,
That's fair. Good try there by Rose to keep him from jumping off, but gotta reset.
And you know what? Once again, we are finding Shoes Money Crew really taking control of this tempo right now. With only 2 ultimates, they won that fight. Li Zhang barely getting their ultimates, almost 2 minutes, 2:30 into the fight right now. So they gotta utilize these ultimates in a right manner, or this could be devastating. Oh.
Wow, and a beautiful Maywall coming through from Chime to enable Miracle to get that Deadeye kill onto Liar. The Ant Matrix is popped here by the Li Zhang, and it's blocked by the wall once again from Chime. Immortality Field has to be committed to try to keep Li Zhang alive for the last 50 seconds here, but they've been taken down and are gonna have to regroup again, Tropic, if they want a good, solid team fight here in the last 30 seconds.
And in the last 30 seconds, the Liar utilized that beat, switched, utilized that window. But hope is not all lost, Sid. We have these powerful ultimates that are spaced in 9. Gummy, Euphoria, Firewolf. If Euphoria or Firewolf is able to get this Shatter, able to get this Blizzard, and then we follow up with Gummy's Bomb, that could really spell the success. But it's all about their sustain as well.
Oh, and there's a fight breaking out with Shoes Money Crew already getting the kills in their favor. Cameron drops a lot of people on the ground with 3 caught in that Earth Shatter. All in all, Shoes Money Crew continuing to press forward and, oh, picked right there before. It is just Liar trying to do his best on the Lucio to create an opportunity to stall here and touch the point. Shut down by Miracle. That flashbang was off. Cooldown ready and waiting for his use. Nice sound barrier for the stats there at the end as Shoes Money Crew goes ahead and takes their second point.
Shoes Money Crew, they are the team expecting to be in that top place, and they are not letting anybody down, I would say, at all. We're seeing Rose coming in with that big self-destruct and multiple self-destruct. This is just the one that Blizzard decided was the best one out of that game, Sid.
Well, yeah, Rose on Shoes Money Crew doing a lot of really, really impactful work as that diva. Of course, those big bomb kills, like we talked about, easy to spot, all a bunch of damage all at once, but it's really a lot of the follow-up and chase down coming from Rose that's enabling those kills onto some of the players diving the back line or, caught out in the wing just a bit too far.
No, exactly. And I mean, at that level of play that Shoes Money Crew is known for, I'm not surprised. I mean, we even saw Rose, just to get the kill onto that staggering diva, do that little boost. And that's all. She just needs to, tap her. And that was it.
Boop.
But we are now, Shoes Money Crew is at match point right now. So Lijiang, we are going to see all they have to offer right now to stop this coming in. And Sid, Euphoria was doing so much work, but like we saw on Sanctuary of Busan, Shoes Money Crew recognized the value and denied that. Just denied that, period.
Yeah. And we are moving into Volskaya Industries next. And I have to say, this is the Lijiang's map choice, but Shoes Money Crew, their defense on Eichenwald for that first point was obviously really, really outstanding. They did a first point hold, and, I'm thinking that this essentially a split entryway through the first choke will be really beneficial for the Lijiang to not have to get cornered into such a direct line of fire to run into each fight over and over.
And I am surprised that we aren't seeing the variation of double bubble. I wasn't surprised that on Gibraltar they did choose to go, or Lijiang did choose to go Gibraltar, because it did seem like they like that variation of their dive a little bit better. So I'm surprised that we are going to be seeing the double shield coming in from Lijiang. But once again, we see that potential 7th man Bob coming into the play, and we saw how deadly Vision's dynamites were and how quickly they built that up. So if it is the same thing, this could be quite deadly. But Shoes Money Crew, it is all about Chime on that Sombra. We are looking for EMP to be built up fast to get that engagement, because that is their green light. That is their engagement coming in.
Wow, he was detected and did not get fully spotted or scoped out. There he is, giving his Tracer a little high five in the back line as they have grouped up, and they're going to be ready to try to press their assault here. They've got, look at Chime, just watching Lijiang, getting all of the information they possibly need. Good Boulder coming through to distract him and make him go away, but the follow-up from Miracle is there, ready and waiting. Those abilities from the Baptiste have been forced out, forcing him to, heal everyone up after that. And, the drop down from the Orisa Firewolf is so low, he's antied in that immortality field, saving his life, coming in massively clutch from Switch. Big brain plays for him on that front as Shoes Money Crew continues to press forward and has moved around to be onto the point. Now, the Winston gets aggressive, does get punished for it. Wow, I'm surprised he dove straight into the heart of Lijiang there. They had backed off and were defending in that corner, and now that they're up a man, they're continuing to press forward. The Nano onto Rose is a scary one to try to face off against, and great pop shots coming through from Vision, continuously discouraging those DPS from peppering the back line and forcing them to recall with their abilities.
Shoes Money Crew. It is a minute and 30 in the clock,
Oh
and
dear.
oh my gosh, the stick comes out, the picks come in, Sid, and Chime has that EMP for this potential snowball to this next round because it looks like it is Shoes Money Crew point coming in for this first point of Volskaya. Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, you know, that pulse bomb was huge and it turned the tide of the fight, taking out Euphoria in the process. You see that Euphoria almost had that Blizzard online, and that zoning ultimate could have been a great opportunity for them to prevent the point from being capped, but just barely taken out of the fight before it was on the table. Oh,
And
this EMP.
yeah, it is coming. It is, and he is patiently waiting for his team to press that go
Ju-
button. Yes!
He just stands on the middle column and pops his Q. It goes ahead, EMPs a bunch of people, and now Shoes Money Crew getting the kills in their favor. Chime himself able to follow up, but the Blizzard was thrown by Li Zhang, zoning out a few people. They do get a pick here onto Miracle, but they're still continuously losing people in this fight. The spawn advantage is in favor of Li Zhang as the Flux has been taken, and well, Gummy gets hacked out of his Flux and it's canceled. Huge plays coming out from Chime as Shoes Money Crew is continuing to cap this point. 2 ticks in their favor and 3 almost there. They're gonna have to get on the point, and there it is. No one's there to contest, and with 4:04 left on the clock, Tropic, that is a hearty time bank.
You know, we always talk about the defending side of these assault maps, that it just creates either a stall game coming in, or if you want to stop that, you have to get a full team wipe coming in. And I gotta give a shout out to Pascal, Sid. That big anti coming in just really denied. 3 bodies were on the fight, a tank, I believe, DPS, and Lyra, I believe, and that Pascal's nade set them up for success, and Rose and Cameron were able to just beam and Tesla cannon those targets. And once again, we are seeing Shoes Money Crew just take control of this tempo for this fight.
Yeah, and you know, I just did a quick check. It is actually Pascal, like skull and crossbones. So he's making a lot of skull and crossbones for his enemies on that Ana front. So much more intimidating name. Gotta say, I like that change up there for Pascal. And nobody likes to be antied. You were right, those antis were nasty, and it forces the other team to wait and then use their resources to heal up and get back to full fighting potential.
No, you're right. And Shoes Money Crew, they were on the proactive each and every fight. And with that last fight, the Snowball even denied Firewolf and Gummy to even utilize their ultimate because they were one of the first victims of the control of those ultimates coming in. So we'll see if they're able to get find a defense, a poke in this defense that Shoes Money Crew has.
Yeah, it's always tough being one of the first victims. You know, I frequently experience it sometimes. But obviously, you know, these guys here have a lot more tact and planning around it. Not just a simple misstep. All in all, Shoes Money Crew, though, really spread out, making it hard for Li Zhang to pinpoint and pick one direction to fire at. They've taken these long angles here, and, well, they're getting peppered as they continue to walk and try to press onto the point. Big dynamite comes through, and a lot of people are crispy after that. Kills coming through now in favor of the Li Zhang. 2 have been taken down from Shoes Money Crew, and that has got to be the door and the go button for them. They have to be careful, though. They've had this type of fight flip out of their favor before, and they need to be focusing fire and targets. After that, though, it is cleanup time and moving along to checkpoint beta.
5:40 on the clock, and Shoes Money Crew have all the ultimates to go on right now. Rose opting to change onto that Diva for this next
Woo.
but the Li Zhang, if they're able to get some of these ultimates online right now, this could spell that that change of the ties that they need right now to get somebody down.
I'm concerned about the Bob and duplicate that is online for Shoes Money Crew. Chime is literally one, almost falls, thankfully gets healed up just by the skin of his teeth. The Li Zhang have gone ahead and backed off a bit there. Now that Bob's out of the equation, there's a regroup, and High Noon is popped as well. Chime gets to stay just here on the side, continuing to pepper damage in, and there it is. High Noon's been avoided, and Vision sees the Chime, flip over and duplicate into the Brig, tries to take her out of it very, very quickly. That rally is dangerous, and it's activated. Easily built up just as quick, and now she's removed. Kills. It is a scrappy fight here on the point now. Bob is taken out of the equation once again, and a great kill coming through from Vision with that Peacekeeper. The Li Zhang continuing to get the kills in their favor. 2 checkpoints now, and all Shoes Money Crew can do is try to stall. Not enough, as 2:19 on the clock. So, you know, Tropic, this feels a bit like deja vu, but reversed with, you know, remember on Gibraltar, Shoes Money Crew had about 30 extra seconds, and now Li Zhang has 20 of their own.
You know what? You were right, but can we talk about Miracle's Bobs? The amount of time that madman was able to charge that Bob, had it for the first fight, and then in the middle of that second fight, but the Li Zhang did a great job at recognizing just completely, Bob melted.
Yeah. Well, they sidestepped Bob the first time and just let him ride it out a bit, and then focused him down once they had regrouped. And then the second time, you're right, they just deleted him.
Yeah. I saw that, had to comment. I was in awe, and you're right though. 19 seconds. On the flip side, a little bit of deja vu in a different, on the flip side for Li Zhang.
Yeah. This probably feels good for them to put their opponent in a similar place they were before, you know? A little bit of your own medicine.
It really allows them to control the momentum that they have right now. They have the opportunity to deny Shoes Money Crew this first point, but that is not an easy feat because of the structure of how these spawns are, how they're made. But Chime is opting to go on that Sombra once again, and they were able to get that EMP, that win conditioning ult, and use it beautifully to give their team that green light to move into, or move. Yeah.
Oh, and they're opting to move around a little bit differently this time, more similar to how we saw the Li Zhang defend. Chime going ahead, and now instead of being on the high ground, peppering is on the low ground and maintaining a presence closer to the point. They know the fight is eventually got to break out there, and Rose gets taken down. A great halt coming through from Firewolf to enable Vision to finish her off. That's the kind of communication we expect.
And these picks coming in from the Li Zhang, first going on to Pascal, second going on to Rose, really, they're forcing Shoes Money Crew to reset that. And they have already let a minute burn on this clock right now, and not many ultimates even being burned. Only 40% to EMP. So there's a lot of pressure coming in from Chime right now to farm this EMP and use it in time to cap this first point.
Ooh, the hack onto Mei is a good one. She can't ice block for a moment, and that is a lot of CC taken out of the picture. Immortality Field is committed early for Li Zhang, and well, all in all, this fight here in this small room is mayhem. Vision goes down in the process, and Miracle's just continuing to pressure in the damage, now sidestepping the Amp Matrix and gets a stick! Everyone in the thick of it there. Switch manages to go down, and well, kills are still going back and forth. The Li Zhang wants to defend, but now Shoes Money Crew here has a solid point and is going to be looking to try to snowball onto the second one.
And they have the resources right now to do so. Chime has that EMP, but Li Zhang has their own ultimates that whomever is the more proactive team right now to deny whomever has these ultimates will win this fight right now, Sid. If Chime gets out of this picture right now and is denied that EMP by Visions, that could spell devastation for Shoes Money Crew.
Yeah, and Chime here getting so aggressive, and look at that, positioning, waiting to make sure he can catch everybody he needs to for that EMP. It's none of those single person EMPs we saw. Ooh. EMP goes and it only hits one. Oh man, Vision, a hero play right there, spotting her out and following up again with the Deadeye 2K. He is going to continue holding this point here as he gets another kill on that front. And the Lijiang managed to defend against Shoes Money Crew here for the second objective. Tropic Shoes Money Crew still had 2 ultimates in their pocket to use. So, you know, I'm surprised that they weren't a little more free using those willy-nilly.
They were waiting for a chime. They were waiting for that green light, ready for the 1, 2, 3 go, and Visions denied that. That stun just really, that second stun really just pushed back Shoes Money Crew's plans, and as we saw, the EMP didn't land, only getting Firewolf on that Orisa, and the most important players I would argue that you really want to get in that EMP are typically that support line. You know, once those support lines go down and are caught and your team really pounces on them, it is easy takings from there because the team at that point has no support, no healers to heal them back up at all.
No sustainability means you're not going to last long.
Certainly.
Yeah. And, you know, obviously those are the primary targets to try to take down first, but that's not exactly how it always plays out. Sometimes removing someone from the DPS line who is a major threat opens up the door because they are protecting those supports and the peeling for the supports. So it is going to be about trying to draw out those different elements and create those less than desirable conditions to force out abilities from the opponent. TP though already coming through as a nice little scope out for Euphoria so they can see what they're going up against. Changes all around there on that front. Going back to the Mei McCree style here, nice and brawly in the front line. We're gonna see a lot of action there. So far, Lijiang just gonna continue poking here on this front phase, waiting for that chance to break through this little choke. And well, time is burning away. They don't have too much they can play with on that. Big pick coming through though for Vision onto Cameron. The main tank and shield has been deleted from Shoes Money Crew, and now they seem to continue and follow his suit after that. The Lijiang continuing to capitalize. Great Ice Swallow to block that flying away D.Va, and Tropic, I think they're going to go ahead and cap this point with time to spare in their own bank that they had.
What a smart move coming in from Lijiang. It was like they baited Shoes Money Crew thinking that they were going to go into that right corridor. It does not, making Shoes Money Crew split up with Roses and Aspen going to that side, and Lijiang really taking advantage of that split, pouncing on the chime, pouncing on the camera, and they still have 1 minute and 30 seconds to get this last point. Or we are potentially looking at a draw right now, Sid.
Yeah, that could be, I mean, who doesn't love a draw here on 2CP? Nice and classic of the map itself. Ant Matrix goes ahead and is popped for the Lijiang. People are going to be trying to utilize that, but the Mei wall is going to negate it. So trying to make sure they don't catch all of the direct damage pumped out from it. All in all, Switch trying to keep his teammates alive in the backline as he heals up, and the Lijiang gives ground. Nice regroup. Let's let everybody's abilities cool down. And now they've pressed the W for the engage. Gummy goes ahead and Miracles High Noon sweeps them away with a 2K. I'm sure he was feeling a little bit like Vision did on this last point after that, Tropic.
Miracle is really clutching it right now, and though Pascal went down, they have that spawn advantage to come back at it. Lijiang, though, they have ultimates that can be those win conditioning ultimates if they land. Euphoria has that blizzard that can be powerful if it is not eaten by Rose. So there's a lot of pressure with Rose right now. Rose, I'm assuming that they're pretty hungry right now because they can really end the momentum that Lijiang has right now.
With both Blizzards online, there's a lot of potential for zoning. There's the D.Va Bomb coming through. Rose has been phenomenal with them, doesn't find anything. And there's the Blizzard thrown here for Shoes Money Crew. They've been reinforced by Aspen's sound barrier, and the aggression is paying off as they continue to push forward and get kills in their favor. One of them goes down, but it's not going to be enough as the OT bar trickles down. And we bring ourselves to a lovely 2CP draw, Tropic.
A good old 2CP draw. Don't we love that?
I gotta say, I am thankful it is a draw here on round 4 and not a draw on round 6 or 8.
You know what? I'm gonna be selfish and I'm happy it's a draw because that means that we get a map 5 coming in. A map 5 for Lijiang to potentially give us a map 6 if they're able to win this last one. But, it could spell success because, right? Or actually, I'm not positive who actually picks the map in a draw.
Oh, I'm actually not positive either. That's a good point. And I wonder if we go to a default that's more neutral. The good news is we're going to be going all the way around the horn of the map pools and back to the good old control point. This next one I do believe is our escort map though, so we still have a little bit to go before we make it all the way around the bend. But I'm excited.
Oh, actually, we are gonna go to the Lijiang's home base of Lijiang Tower, Sid. Who?
Yes, this is first off, this is my favorite map to play and to cover. And well, let's see if the Lijiang can live up to their namesake here. Like you said, this is going to be their home court advantage. And I would like to see them truly shine on this and be like, oh yeah, we're going to our map. Well, we are going to have some really unpleasant surprises up our sleeves for you. Nice. Oh, and it looks like we also had Lijiang also choose their map. So really nice to see them choosing home court advantage. And well, I wonder what kind of change-ups we're going to see in comparison to Busan in particular. Obviously, Lijiang has a lot of bit more drop-off edge potential, and some of that sim TP strats that we also see come through.
That is what I'm curious. Both of these teams, they are here to move on from in the winners bracket. They are not looking to go back to that losers bracket. So I'm curious if they will opt to choose that Symmetra stat as we are headed to night market, which is infamous for that Symmetra stat. Trying to get control of that point first to set that fortress up and really deny, whoever is unfortunately get that last touch or that second too late touch to even cap point.
Yeah, and it's also about how quickly the Symmetras follow up once they've made it into the point. Just the other day, I saw that the Symmetra did not quite set up her turrets fast enough to bring value to the fight, and they didn't quite get the point like they were intending. And it's going to be about communication and quickness, especially with these TP strats. If you're not ready to TP, you're going to be left behind, and people who get left behind die in Overwatch. That is what successful and strong teams do. There it is, turrets already set up and going down, burning people away. It's going to be Switch who gets taken down first, though, for the Lijiang, and Euphoria follows soon after. Shoes Money Crew here coming out on top with, well, Chime on that Doomfist. So look at all those walls for him to smash people against.
The composition coming in from Choose Money Crew is just so much front pressure coming in. You have Rose on that Mucky with that Tesla Cannon, right behind Cameron's shield, and then Miracle with that beam. It is just so much damage alongside Chime going in the back and getting those kills. So Lijiang have so many angles to combat, and Chime is just devastating in the backside.
Yeah, 1-for-1 though for both teams as DPSs have been removed from the equation. There's the immortality fields, and well, Firewolf does find a couple with his shatter though. Cameron blocks some of it, and kills are going back and forth. The barrier is committed by Euphoria as Cameron continues to hold this front line. There it is, the sound barrier reinforcing him from Aspen once again. But Gummy getting the kill here with the D.Va on that front. The point is still in possession of Shoes Money Crew, so they're going to want to maintain it as long as they can. And what a boop coming in from the Aspen herself. taken Euphoria off the edge there. Self-destruct comes through, not finding anyone, and Shu's Money Crew still doing an outstanding job at trickling onto this point and keeping the possession ticking up in their favor. Look at that, Immortality Field thrown just in the middle so Rose can continue utilizing it. And it looks like Shu's Money Crew has actually flipped this point in their favor again. I thought Li Zhang was going to clear him out, Tropic, but they could not handle the trickle from Shu's.
This frontline pressure coming in from Shu's Money Crew, and then Miracle having that ability to respawn faster to that point with that teleporter is just, there's just so much damage coming out from Shu's Money Crew right now. They were able to sustain on that point, get the picks needed, and continue on to last fight territory right now, Sid. Li Zhang only has one more fight to push in here.
High Noon gets popped there by Vision, clearing some space there as Rose goes ahead and pops their own Primal Rage. They're going to be looking to try to boot people around. Miracle's primary fire here is deleting people. It's so strong. That is the microwave that we all love and know. Barriers popped also for them. And, well, that is going to be a first point captured by Shu's Money Crew. So 100% to 0 in favor of Shu's. Little surprising coming through from Li Zhang that they, this is match point. I would have expected just a little bit more fire.
Shu's Money Crew did just a great job at controlling that point there, Sid. In the middle of that stall game to get bodies on the point worked out wondrous for them because they got the picks with that stall game that they needed. Not only continuing to have that point in their advantage, but forcing out Li Zhang's ultimates to try to get that point. You're right. It looked like it was in Li Zhang's court, but they did not get all the kills that they needed. Aspen got that boop, really spelled the success for Money, and just kept it into their favor.
I'm really worried about the Li Zhang going up against Chime on this Doomfist here. This enclosed area is even better for Doomfist, but it doesn't matter. Euphoria has already removed him from the equation to open up the fight, and the Li Zhang are looking very, very different than they did on the first map.
And you know what? Visions is still on that Junkrat, which in this control room, this is Junkrat Scream. Close corridor, really able to play these angles and get that AoE damage coming in. And we are almost halfway to tire already, Sid.
Jeez, the constant onslaught from his primary and concussion mines is nasty for Shu's Money Crew to continue healing up through. They use their own Amp Matrix and, well, the concussions coming through from Vision through the Amp Matrix are even nastier. You see the 2K coming through, and he concussion mines and kills Chime in the process of that. Tropic, that tire is online, and we know a tire can shut down a fight before they even exit spawn, really.
And right now, I'm really looking for Li Zhang to do exactly what Shu's Money Crew have done to them in the past map. Take control of this tempo, utilize their ultimates proactively, and deny Shu's Money Crew from even landing their ultimates by just killing them with your own to begin with. And there it is, the timer starts. Oh, the tally timer!
A little bit of tricky tire work there. It does only find the Immortality Field, and Switch goes down in response. The sound barrier is popped by Liar, though, and, well, the Li Zhang isn't worried about losing their main healer, because after that sound barrier, Tropic, it was easy kills for them.
But now the Li Zhang does not have a sound barrier, and Shu's Money Crew, Rose is ready to utilize theirs in 9%. So basically, this coming fight right now. So I'm looking for Li Zhang to combat that. Kill Rose initially, maybe with Gummy's Flux to begin with, to take that out of the picture. But they need to get these picks to begin with to really dishevel this momentum. And there it is. Wow. Vision.
Oh, okay. Barrier comes through after both DPS have traded back and forth, and now Euphoria is trying to keep a presence on the point and work through their own barrier to keep the damage going. Those turrets are trying to put in their work, and, well, the Fire Strike comes through, popping him in the face. The heals are insane coming through from the Li Zhang, and the Blizzard is successfully deployed. On that front, though, he's not living long enough to follow up on anyone who gets frozen, and once again, the Li Zhang, they're defending the point. It's a cap right there. Shu's Money Crew, they're not even going to be able to touch Tropic. Li Zhang takes the next map here, 100% to 8. So, Once again, they don't like what they were dished and they decide to give them a taste of their own medicine.
I mean, it is deja vu. So first map, 99 to 0. Second map, basically the same thing as we are heading to that third map. Wow, it is all coming to here right now, Sid. Lee Shang need this map win right now, or else it is to the loser's bracket to them, and Shoes Money Crew moves on in the winner's bracket right now. So there is a lot of pressure coming in, and we have not seen Euphoria play the Sombra, but if their Sombra is as as crazy as their Doomfist, this could spell disaster because that EMP really is a win condition in themselves if the rest of the team can really follow up on that.
Yeah, and the normal hack in her ability kit is such a good neutralizer and engagement tool. Unfortunately for Liar, though, he's the first person to go down, and now the trades are going back and forth. Li Zhang already giving ground there as they've recognized they lost an important member of their team and are gonna just go for the full reset before wasting more time.
Going for the full reset and swapping off to the tried and true brawl. Vision will be nope, just kidding. Going to the tried and true brawl, and we are matching like for these comps right now, Sid. It is all about utilizing those walls. Looks like we will be playing this white room, so I'm looking for that engagement of the walls, either a defending wall or that wall to kill, which really could prove the momentum that Li Zhang needs to push into this point.
High Noon's online for Miracle, so gonna have to be zoning out the members of Li Zhang. A beautiful Maywall comes through right in his face from Euphoria, mitigating so much of that sightline there. Shoes Money Crew, though, still has the point in their possession and are just bunkered up, trying to get Li Zhang to walk in to their trap and into their maws. Right now, Chime gets peppered low, goes ahead, saves himself with that ice block, and the engagement has come through as Li Zhang moves on to the point. Cameron here swinging away through the smallest cracks in the walls, trying to find the damage onto his opposing Reinhardt counterpart. All in all, though, there it is, an Matrix pop from Switch by Li Zhang. The damage coming through, and the shatter doesn't find anything there. Straight into the shield on that front. Sound barriers reinforcing everybody on the map right now as Aspen comes up big with a boop of her own. Now Shoes Money Crew is up by a few players, and with that numbers advantage, continue to push Li Zhang and are going to force him to reset with 70% captured in their favor, Tropic.
We are now last fight territory right now, but good thing is that the Li Zhang do have ultimates to re-engage onto this point, but it is all about their sustainability as well because Shoes Money is prepared with their own ultimates. Chime, Rose, we have seen big ultimates coming from these folks, but if they land that pick of Visions, if they get one pick, that is all the momentum they need. Oh!
Two picks though, huge coming through for Shoes Money Crew. 98% left on, or 96% left on the clock as it now triggers into OT. A big eat coming through from Rose to shut down a blizzard on that front from Li Zhang. They've got some ultimates that they need to throw in this fight, Tropic, as Cameron gets another kill. Shatter comes through from behind. No one was looking that way as Gummy manages to get a kill. Few going back and forth, and Miracle's High Noon there taken down before he can even consider popping it. Li Zhang doing their best to continue fighting and holding this point here by the skin of their teeth, but Shoes Money Crew getting the kills one after another. Aspen's gone ahead and dropped her sound barrier for her team, and with that, the aggression is easy and a no-brainer on their front. Firewolf does take a little bit of a dive off the edge, probably trying to get back as quick as he can, but Tropic, this is a great stall, and it was a valiant effort by Li Zhang. All in all, though, that is going to be Shoes Money Crew taking the victory here on Li Zhang Tower, and also taking the victory for our set this afternoon.
And there it is, the queen herself, Aspen on the Lucio playing the game, and it's those boops, Sid. Those
Bye!
giving Shoes Money Crew that advantage each and every time. Aspen just showing how much, oh man, how much of a bloodthirsty support that she is on that Lucio.
Oh yeah, and I mean, it always feels good to boot people off and, just see them falling in the distance with nothing but gravity to bring them to their doom.
Say hello to the koi fish for me.
Yeah, and honestly, that little spot there for Li Zhang, super deadly as you're trying to push forward. Hammonds, Briggs, Lucio's, The ones that are good boop you right off that little slit right there. And, like boops are tricky. They can shut down a fight before it even happens, just the same as a rip tire. And the fact that it's a normal ability in a kit is so powerful. Cooldown's like 4 seconds, so a
Yeah,
lot of
and it
pressure on
is
that front.
a full kill, a full final blow for your Lucio, and that is his ultimate charge. And we saw how
Oh
many
yeah.
times Aspen was that saver, that lifesaver for the team with that beat or that
Yeah.
aggression, that needed aggression to push on to the other team with that beat. So wow, just a great control a tempo coming in from Shoes Money. And in that position that they were in, control a point, that is exactly what you want. You want to be on top of the control a tempo for each and every fight. And we saw that. Shoes Money crew pushing those Q buttons, first and foremost, really denying Li Zhang that um, the coordination of utilizing those ultimates first, because now you're in the midst of like, oh shoot, somebody is potentially down, or we are down our abilities, we are down health, we need to sustain now, and we can't press our W's, or else that could be a waste. And unfortunately, the pressure of getting that last point didn't utilize their ults properly, and Shoes Money Crew really came out on top.
Yeah, and it is unfortunate that the Lijiang lost on their home court of Lijiang Tower, but I want to say that I think they did a really
Oh
impressive
yeah.
job at recognizing when they need to just wait for a moment.
Hmm.
A lot of times in Overwatch, we see people constantly peeking, moving, and feeling like you have to always be doing something. And, sometimes the answer is to actually wait and do nothing while the enemy is expending their resources. So I thought they showed a lot of good recognition on that front for slowing down the gameplay when necessary and not always running headfirst into a fight every time over and over again. Moving on, though, we are going to see Shoes Money Crew, of course, progress further into the bracket. Our next match coming up, of course, will be covered by Tropic and I once again. We're going to continue to follow Shoes Money Crew. Actually, we might continue to follow Shoes Money Crew, but we are going to bring you back some more Overwatch here for the next upcoming rounds. Make sure you go ahead and get a quick drink or a snack, and we'll see you back soon for the next set of games. Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Open Division Spring Cup of 2021. If you were with us before, I'm Waffles for Sid and This is Tropic Theory. We'll be covering the match for you today. Now, we just finished up watching Shu's Money Crew go up against the Li Zhang, and well, it was a battle tooth and nail. Tropic. We saw Shu's Money Crew come out on top here just at the very end after a long draw on Volskaya Industries as well. They're going to be going up against Gaia Hyperion now for this round 5 match. And I gotta say, I hope that they are warmed up and ready from that last match because Gaia Esports is going to be coming in hot, ready, and with a vengeance.
100%. And with being that expected team to be in that top position like Shu's Money Crew has had around their name, it really creates that target on your back. And I am sure that Gaia Hyperion is ready to be that team, to push Shu's Money Crew to that losers bracket and be that team that claims the victory against them. And it'll also really show that they are a contending team. But Sid, before that is even a possibility, we will be going to Ilios, and I gotta say, Aspen's crazy. Oh, Oasis. Just kidding. We are going to Oasis.
Yeah. Oasis is going to be our first round 5 map here to kick it off. And, well, Shu's Money Crew has been favored to win very consistently. They are currently ranked number 2, which, of course, rankings can be argued, and everybody's got good and bad days. But people are going to be looking to Gaia Hyperion for an upset if they win this round 5. Other than that, though, Shu's Money Crew wants to maintain that prime top position.
They want to maintain that prime top position as well as that untarnished record because they are continuing in this winners bracket. They are on that round 5, ready to win that 5th game. But Gaia Hyperion could spell the end for that win streak. Looks like, Sid, we will be opting on this brawl that we have seen throughout the entirety of the matches so far. With the only, actually, just kidding. I think Miracle really wanted to go that Genji. He's hoping his team will say, just go with the Genji. But it's not happening. I guess Chime will actually be taking it instead. Nope, just kidding.
I would be surprised to see Chime on that Genji. We saw him do really fantastic work on that Doomfist and the Tracer as well in our previous match. And, well, Shu's Money Crew has already claimed this high ground here for their own. The dive comes in from Chime and just deletes poor May here. Candace in the back from Gaia Esports. And now the kills are all trickling in favor of Shu's Money Crew.
Shu's Money Crew are really coming off of that momentum of the win from Li Zhang and coming in so hard on this first map of Oasis right now, Sid. Not giving Gaia Hyperion any room to even breathe right now. Chime was able to really, I always think that the Doomfist pick is somewhat of a risky play. You only have a limited amount of cooldowns that you're able to utilize, and if you're not able to get the value and the pick that you need within that, you're useless for that little moment until those cooldowns come through. But Chime is doing so much, getting so much pressure in this backline right now, Sid.
Chime is continuing to press forward and be in a really aggressive danger there. 2 kills do come in through for Gaia, though, in response, and the door has been open for them to try to get an advantage. There's the Ant Matrix in response, as well as 2 more kills in their favor. A big charge tries to come through as Cameron does manage to take down the opposing Reinhardt, but all in all, it is still Shu's Money Crew in possession of the point and capturing it in their favor, Tropic.
Yeah, they are capturing in their favor. They are trying to really stall this out for as long as they can, but Gaia Hyperion is really denying that. More than Li Zhang did in our last fight that we saw. Gaia Hyperion coming in strong, only allowing Shu's Money Crew to cap 50% of the point and have their own ultimates ready online to really start taking control of this tempo of the fight right now.
I don't think Gaia Esports was originally ready for the Doomfist coming out from Chime, and now that they know, they can prepare and have adapted to respond appropriately. Self-destruct goes forward from Dark Lord as Cameron is already taken down from Shoes Money Crew. An exchange back and forth, and there's the Blizzard thrown from Candace. That's going to zone a ton of people out and be extremely discouraging to push into. Additionally, another pin kill coming through for Gaia, but I mean, the point is in favor now of Shoes Money Crew. It's still ticking up, and at 72%, Gaia needs to take this back into their possession and stop that capture.
And it looks like they are really cleaning the fight up right now, but Chime is still really... We are seeing what Shoes Money Crew did last time around, installing this to as much as they can, and they have forced their hand in this last fight territory if they're able to turn this point around. Gaia Hyperion, 20, almost 30% and counting for this cap, and their own ultimates is there. So I'm looking to see them being proactive about these utilization of these ults to get the picks before Shoes Money Crew goes in.
Early engagement from both Ant Matrixes is going to be across the way, so both teams can pepper and pump damage into each other on that boost. Earthshatter hits Miracle from miles away there, just on the tail end of that reach, and well, that is a shutdown coming through for Gaia Hyperion, and a great hold for them.
Great hold for them, and as we see, Gaia Hyperion utilizing Steve's Shatter to really control the pace of this game, forcing Shoes Money Crew to swap to Rose and offer Cameron those bubbles to allow him to be a little bit more aggressive with Aspen speed in.
We'll have to see if Gaia can continue maintaining this really solid possession they have. Both High Noons have been popped, and the Ant Matrix as well. The Immo is committed, though, for Shoes Money Crew, and a little bit later from Gaia, reinforcements have been committed from Gaia as Cadtrix Sound Barrier gave everyone a bit of an opportunity to get aggressive, but the kills go for both teams right now, and it's still a bit of a trickle game coming through from Shoes Money Crew.
Ooh.
The point is in possession of Gaia Hyperion at this moment, but it's starting to get capped in favor of Shoes Money Crew. They gotta be careful and continue to maintain this presence. It's 99% now, and well, with Shoes Money Crew having 87%, they do not want to give it up, Tropic. A punch kill comes through from Miracle, and the sound barrier from Aspen. She has decided she wants her team to win this fight, and Miracle gets aggressive off the back end of that. Both DPS now popping off from Shoes Money Crew.
And we are at 99, pretty much to 99 right now, Sid. And Shoes Money Crew is looking great with two ultimates online for this next fight. Can they hold it off?
Wow. I mean, a great shutdown from Pascal and from Miracle here before the fight can even break out. Gaia Esports was massively crippled moving into this last fight here, and well, now all they can do is hope to try to trickle on and stall a little bit longer. It is going to be rough, though, as Shoes Money Crew clears out the last member and takes the first point. It's going to be a really close match, Tropic, 100-99. Nobody was making this an easy fight.
Nobody was making this an easy fight. You are correct there, and I would say that this story of 99 to 99 on this first map is really telling a story for the rest of the map that we will see come to fruition. But Gaia Hyperion opting for a little bit of a difference coming in for this map right now with Elliot on the Sombra. So having that Sombra puts a lot of pressure around them. You know, they're there to build that EMP, play around that EMP, and for the whole team to get that, to follow up on that Sombra. But if Elliot is not able to get that EMP in time or takes too long, that could spell disaster for Hyperion.
This is the first time we've seen an Echo all day today, Tropic, so I am so excited to see this change of pace. We've seen a lot of May McCree and the Tracer McCree coming through with, well, Elliot getting the hack successfully on Cameron, who's just in the front line. Once that shield's gone, it is very, very scary as a Reinhardt, and he gets taken down very quickly after that. Good capitalization coming through from Gaia Hyperion as they continue to get the kills in their favor. Tropic gonna be staggering out the rest of the members as they cap the point.
And Gaia Hyperion really opting for this angled poke composition coming in. Elliot really putting pressure from in the back lane, getting that EMP online or trying to, and we are already halfway there, along with Steve with that follow-up, and Candace from that pressure above is making Shoes Money Crew really look from all around right now, and they are just trying to find this poke into this composition.
This is the first time today Shoes Money Crew has had to go up against a team that's essentially attacking them from all angles consistently. They get a couple kills in their favor. Candace lasers chime down though at the end of it. Back and forth as they go. Now Shoes Money Crew getting the numbers advantage. Miracle just getting a great amount of value on that McCree. That primary fire Peacekeeper is just popping targets left and right.
And if we look on the Gaia Hyperion, you know what? Steve is really trying to keep this fight alive right now, along with Sombra, which is a great idea. You know, trying to take this in their favor as long as possible. But Shoes Money Crew will, in the end, get this pick, and Gaia Hyperion have all the ultimates ready and available for this next fight. But Shoes Money Crew is also ready to play that game as well with these fights of the ultimates. They're starting this proactive fight and get the pick first.
Wow, I like that quick change with Miracle to try to look up and kill the Echo before she flew up too high there. Candace does find the first pick onto Cameron though in response with the Pulse Bomb stick coming through. It is good for Chime as he gets that finish kill onto the opposing Brig, shutting down that assault. A bunch of ultimates though have been thrown back and forth as both teams had all 6 on line. Elliot goes ahead, gets kill, and well, goes for another hack to get that ult charge up a little bit more on top of it. Now the point is still in favor of Shoes Money Crew, and Gaia Hyperion is going to be looking to recontest and actually get it ticking up in their favor. This trickle game though is one we have seen Shoes Money Crew do and be very successful at as they squeeze every last bit of possession points out for their favor.
But it looks like this target focus coming in from Gaia Hyperion is going to put a quick end to that staggering stall for that fight, capping it, and they're at match point caps right now, Sid. But Gaia Hyperion have to win this if they want to move to a map 3, and Shoes Money Crew is going to be opting to have their own Sombra and have the confidence that Chime can get this ability in this allotted time and potentially have a more valuable EMP than Elliot.
Flux comes through, no kills found, but the DMEC on Rose is there. So, oh, with a hack from Elliot onto that health pack while they were all sitting there. How nasty. Man, completely removing one of the resources that Shoes Money Crew was utilizing there. Chime is picked off though, and well, an EMP, it finds 3 people. Wow, just from that little corner spot. So just a great positioning there coming through from Elliot. Kills now all in favor of Gaia Esports as the point is continuing to tick up in their favor. The OT bar has been triggered and Shoes Money Crew cannot leave the point unless they want to lose this map. Beautiful sound barrier comes through from Aspen once again, and this Steve doing his best on this Hammond to continue to remove the threats, going up to that high ground, looking for the invisible Sombra. Who knows where there? What a great big brain play. He doesn't need to see her. He just straight up used the force, sensed where she was, and acted accordingly.
You know what, Gaia Hyperion is coming out really strong and pressuring all angles of Shoes Money Crew right now. Shoes Money Crew, with the difference in that support line, you know, Moira is there as that AoE healer. She's there, but she's limited. There is not you cannot go far from that formation, or else you're looking at some rough healing. And Gaia Hyperion really took advantage of that. They took advantage of the different angles and the splits that they saw. Pascal was not able to reach for those and really pounced on that formation.
Yeah, and well, now we're going to be moving here into the University of Oasis. As you can see, all the lovely bookshelves here for our setting. Overall, Gaia Hyperion taking this small side room here as they do have Elliot on that Symmetra. No one wants to walk into that room. They know the turrets are going to be there, and well, it's not on the point. There's no need to pressure into it. Shoes Money Crew still holding here on the point as now everyone has moved
Ooh.
outward and opened up a bit. Both Mays have been exchanged, so it's not cold on the point anymore. Miracle, though, follows up with another kill onto Elliot, and Gaia has lost both DPS on that front. Now, Tropic, they are regrouping a bit as they, gear up for the next engagement.
Oh no, they are pushing forward and just completely denying Gaia Hyperion's opportunity for this soft regroup right now, which is so beneficial for Shoes Money Crew. They want to keep this point ticking in their favor, and they have the ultimates available to use, and they have started already with that window. Cameron has that shatter for this next fight, and we are looking at a fight of being proactive, taking control of this tempo. Miracle starting it.
Earthshatter goes through, does manage to find two. Both Candace and Dark Lord were sat on the floor. They do live through it though, and a pin comes through from Cameron. Immortality is committed from Shoes Money Crew as the blizzard has been thrown by Candace, trying to find an opportunity for Gaia Hyperion to engage. Frozen Reinhardt comes through, no kill there on that front, and Chime here on the back line as a Mei, so aggressive. That sound barrier from Aspen completely enabling her team once again to press forward. The vision she has on that Tropic is consistent every time on that Lucio.
And this pressure that Shoe Money Crew is doing right now to Gaia Hyperion is just devastating. They are not giving them the room to breathe, to create these ultimates, and consistently utilizing their own. And Rose is getting set up for a sneaky bomb right now, Sin. There it is.
There's the Flux and the Diva Bomb combo coming through. No kills found off of it, but two from Miracle coming up big. Another kill comes through though, but this time onto Chime. The teams are brawling it out here in this side room, and it is close quarters. Now Miracle goes ahead and pops their own High Noon. Beautiful shield coming through from Dark Lord, but he does get taken down. Gaia Hyperion almost had that cap, but at 99%, the OT bar is going to trickle down. No one is able to recontest Tropic, and Shoes Money Crew goes ahead and takes away the first win here on Oasis.
And I gotta say, that really told a different story right there, Sid. For both of those maps, 99 to 99, but Shoes Money Crew came in with a force, and they did not give Gaia Hyperion an opportunity to breathe at all, an opportunity to create those ults at all. They were ahead in that tempo each and every fight, and a Miracle. That bomb at the end there with Roses throwing it didn't look like it was going to get anything, but it was just purely a distraction. And Miracle came around, utilized the backs turned, and got the kills needed for the team.
Yeah, and I have to say, we've been talking about Rose over the last couple of games, and his diva play in general, I think is very, very excellent. We've seen the utilization of those booster rockets to hunt down and enable his DPS to either finish the kill or boop them into his DPS so they get the kill. There's a lot of unspoken work going on from the tanks that are creating these chances for both teams to continue pushing forward, as well as we've seen. Diva Bomb, like a bob, is something you can kind of throw. You can absolutely throw it super nonchalantly, but thrown the right way, you can force the team in between a rock and a hard place, or, a bomb in a hard place. So I think that the hurting coming through from Rose to force Shoes into their desired trap location, really, really nice coming through.
No, 100%. And though you might not get the kills with that bomb, getting that shield down is plenty, with a team really surrounding and pouncing on, as we saw Shoes Money Crew did to Gaia Hyperion, not even giving them the opportunity, the space to get onto that point in that 90% point.
Yeah. And I have to say, I think that, Shoes Money Crew, it's interesting their fluctuation of gameplay that we've seen even across the first map. We've seen them, do really well and have a first point hold, and then continue on and just win it with 99 to 99. So by the skin of their teeth. And I would like to see more consistency come through from them. Not be so, oh, we won the first round, we relaxed the second round, and then we're fired up, realized we need to be focused, and swept that last map. So I would love to see, that initial drive coming in strong and the hungriness for the win and the uncontested win.
Well, it really seems that Shoes Money Crew has this powerful brawl coming into play, and I like the fact that Gaia Hyperion recognizes that, and they're gonna opt to go on Havana, which, though it is a brawl map coming in, you can opt for those snipers, which I would think that Gaia Hyperion, that is their gameplay right now. They are confident in their DPS to be able to out DPS the Miracle and Chime right now, and so we'll see. But you know what? These are also the maps where we have that infamous close court hold Sid, and it looks like Shoes Money Crew are gonna go for that.
Well, we've seen both of these teams also consistently run a May McCree, especially from Shoes Money Crew, all through the first match as well. So it's not surprising to me that they want to do this full court press, hold here at the gate. We know the name of this game is to burn the clock down and, well, try to prevent the enemy from gaining any sort of traction as long as possible. The goal is not to hold here only, but if you do, no one's going to bat an eye. And of course, Shoes Money Crew continuing to do just that. I'm surprised Hyperion has not come out of the gate quite yet. They're being cautious because they don't want to get split off, and they want to, there it is, the Maywall has already been baited out on that far left side, so Gaia knows that they won't be separated. I would have expected a bit of aggression to come through, and oh man, poor Orisa there on that front, getting taken down in your own spawn as you tried to retreat back. It's gonna have to be a regroup for Gaia as they gotta break through this defense, Tropic.
They gotta break through this defense right now, and this is a rough situation to be in right now. I would be expecting them to potentially bring that Bastion out, potentially bring that Pharah out, try to get that pick, because right now, they just gotta get a pick or two, but they're gonna opt to utilize those ultimates instead.
Ant Matrix comes through from Pascal, and his teammates are using it and taking the benefits that they can. Cameron, though, finally taken down for Shoes Money Crew, and that is a main tank gone. They're gonna have to, either they're gonna have to make a tough decision. Do you keep holding close, or they're gonna keep holding close and putting that pressure on, Tropic?
And you know what? They don't have anything to lose right now. That is going to be another devastating pick for Gaia Hyperion 6.
Miracle just won that duel straight up against the Hanzo. I don't think that he was even looking in his direction quite ready enough. There's still kills coming through for Shoes Money Crew and defending and burning off the clock and the time, Tropic. 2:07 left, and they've already taken down 2 minutes. Not sure about Cameron's Earth Shatter there. Probably tried to catch someone just before they walked into spawn.
This is the time for Gaia Hyperion to go right now, though, because Pascal is down. They have no main support healer, and Cameron is still being as aggressive as he is. And there it is, the ultimates come out, and finally, Gaia Hyperion is able to break through this defense that Shoes Money Crew has had this entire time. They have already burned down 3:30 on the clock. Oh no, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That is a lot of times in.
Yeah. Well, Tranmax Power is now on that Ashe as well. So we're gonna have those two longer mid-range type of heroes that can put in a lot of damage. Shoes Money Crew gets aggressive and just runs over the top of the payload to force Hyperion off of it. Immortality Field committed early to keep them alive as the Orisa goes down for lol. It's RJ. Miracle trying to find the work, and all in all, Shoes Money Crew still getting the kills in their favor. 60 seconds left on the clock, Tropic, and they are going to continue to press their assault.
Shoes Money Crew has this trust in their support line right now for Cameron and Rose to just easy peasy hop onto that point, know it's going to be fine, and get the picks needed. This is a great for Gaia Hyperion, though. Pascal has been pushed down, and this is what they need right now to push forward. Oh, wow. Miracle getting that pick.
We literally saw him do that against Candace earlier when we saw previously. Just a few shots there, not the heals to bring them back alive. There the Dragon's thrown by Candace, though, clearing out a lot of the hallway, and Chime manages to go down. Now they're up 2 people with that numbers advantage, Tropic, and they need to continue pressing forward and taking space before the clock or before the OT bar runs out of their favor.
I don't think anybody killed Miracle behind, and Miracle is behind them with that Deadeye right now. This could spell disaster. There he is. He's looking. Is he gonna get it off? Oh!
That was a quick draw, and I'm not surprised. There were so many people able to look his direction, and he's been getting deleted. There it is! Candace comes out on top for that duel there between the DPS. Gaia Hyperion coming out and being able to push this payload to the first point just by the skin of their teeth, Tropic.
And it almost all came down to that duel coming in from Miracle and Candace, and it looks like we will be getting a pause. Thankfully, it is in this middle of a lull period where we're able to get the reset or whatever is going to happen, so we will give them that moment. But wow, by the skin of their teeth, Gaia Hyperion was able to clutch that.
Yeah, and well, they're going to need to take a little bit of a different approach for the second point. Obviously, there's not nearly as many long sight lines, but there is a lot of high ground potential, and the entire second area of this map has 2 distinct layers the whole time. And I've said this before, but it is a jungle gym for any Hammond player to swing around and, ground pound people to his heart's desire and then pull his special move of sneaking away right at the last moment. We saw those Sombras come out as well, and there's a lot of potential for more sneakiness to dance around those columns and silos and hopefully clip the appropriate players.
Certainly, but you know what? Shoes Money Crew is not that team. It seems to be opting on those hat tricks, we'll say. They are sticking on the tried and true. They know those win conditions with even their abilities alone, and Cameron is ready to get another fat shatter.
Oh, a stun. I thought Candace might go down there after that. Held my breath just a moment for them there. All in all, though, he's doing a great job trying to get that damage and continue pushing forward. Dragons are going to tear through the middle of Shoes Money Crew. Immortality Field keeping people alive. There's that Sonic Arrow scanning everybody. They know that they're in the corner, and the Earth Shatter to chase and follow up coming through from Cameron. Absolutely monstrous as he takes them down, and now just the last cleanup kills coming through.
Cleanup kills coming through, and Shoes Money Crew is coming back with a force. We are already approaching that last minute, or that last fight territory, with coming just about to be in a minute territory right now. We have Clover on the Gaia Hyperion side with that trans, and there's going to be a lot of pressure on Clover to really continue the sustain of the team throughout the ability, or the ultimates that Shoes Money Crew has being created right now.
Once again, another great ice wall coming through from Candace, and Chime goes ahead and tries to lift his teammate up over it to get some surprise value last minute. Ant Matrix is popped from Hyperion there, and Aspen answers in kind with her own sound barrier. We've seen what happens when Shoes Money Crew gets aggressive on the sound barrier, and poor Miracle just stepped right into that flux barely at the last moment now. Gaia Hyperion has all the kills in their favor, Tropic, and they're going to keep moving forward.
Dark Lord getting a fat flux coming in, really spelling this momentum in this last fight territory. Can Shoes Money Crew touch? Aspen has that speed. It looks like they're going to be trying to touch, but they might not be able to with that wall.
Oh, Cameron was there, though, just by the skin of his teeth to be able to stall the point. I thought I heard a blizzard come through, and Chimes is eaten. Oh, huge play coming through. Or no, it takes out the other Immortality Field. Miracle, though, putting in a lot of work here as he continues to move forward and hold the point. Hyperion doing their best, but it's not quite enough. Tropic, and they get stalled out here. 4 meters right before they cap.
So close, yet so far, unfortunately. But Shoes Money Crew, just this momentum and this aggression coming from the team right now is. They are doing a great job because they are not allowing Gaia Hyperion to breathe, not allowing Gaia Hyperion to fight coordinate, and that is really spelling disaster right now. Shoes Money Crew is just this controlled aggression is spelling out their success right now, Sid.
Totally, yeah. And, I thought at one point I had heard a blizzard thrown, but didn't see it get anything. So I wonder exactly where that went
Yeah.
and what impact it had, or if it was canceled out midway through. Um, all in all, I have to say, Shoes Money Crew did a great job, like you said, defending, coming back, and realizing how they need to continue to give the space and then get aggressive and collapse onto Hyperion.
Yeah, especially since when Gaia Hyperion initially capped, they had the ultimates ready in that fight. Choose Money Crew utilized most of their ultimates on trying to hold that because they thought it was winnable. But even the amount of damage, the amount of value that this team is getting, they have these ultimates ready and available for each fight. And I find it interesting that Gaia Hyperion is not opting to hold this close because that precious time could they're denying themselves the opportunity to contest twice. They're giving Shoes Money Crew just just to be able to push it to that corner right now. Oh, but Candace. Ooh.
It's not going to be a free push after that. Candace making
No.
sure that they know it is a danger to walk up that alleyway as they continue to throw the arrows into Shoes Money Crew here up this main line. The payload is rounding this corner a bit and has stalled out since then. Excuse me. Candace, though, still pumping in the damage. Storm Arrow's offline, and that shield for Cameron, though, it's taking a lot of damage, consistently being bombarded. That
my
Fire
God.
Strike was nasty, and Miracle followed up with it just as quickly, capitalizing on that damage. And now Shoes Money Crew busted down the doors for themselves to continue moving forward and pushing the payload.
The patience coming in from Shoes Money Crew to set up and pounce when they do is just so deadly. They waited for that prime opportunity for Miracle to be able to safely flank around that left side, and they pincered the team, taking those angles, and here it is. They're probably going to be able to cap this with no contest on this second point, and a very healthy time bank to cap this second one.
Yeah, that is a fat time bank in Shoes Money Crew's pocket there. Candace has already gone ahead and stemmed the attack. 2 kills in in his pocket, and Shoes Money Crew going to be not as aggressive until their players respawn. Now that they're coming back into the fight, though, Tropic, they're looking for that opportunity. They're moving around the different openings and different options. Candace goes ahead and lets the dragons rip. Miracle is in this backline, though, and can he win the duel? It's close. We've seen this showdown go down a couple of times. Each person has won, and while he was looking away, his poor Orisa got deleted. Miracle just goes for the straight mind game juke out on the side and then runs away from the fight, leaving the opportunity for his team to capitalize on the front line of their assault. Chime continuing to move forward here as this May, and Shoes Money Crew just not letting up any amount here on their attack, Tropic.
No, they are not giving Gaia Hyperion any room at all. Dark Lord has this last-ditch effort of the Flux, but it is shut down by Aspen herself as Shoes Money Crew make this a match point on Havana right now. Wow.
That was some great gameplay coming through from Shoes Money Crew. Definitely more consistent with the third map of Control like we had seen before as far as the aggression and their relentlessness. I
Yes.
think that the mental effect that having that type of constant onslaught of aggressiveness and pushing and forcing the team to give space and essentially pushing them off balance the whole time is really nice coming through from Shoes Money Crew, and is the consistency I would expect from one of these higher ranking teams like they are.
The mind game coming in from Miracle, being able to take these angles, play so patiently, and even that duel coming in from Miracle and Train. The distraction that there's a flanking McCree, turning the back, and in that split amount of time, Orisa goes down.
Yeah.
Whew. Shoes
And
Money Crews are relentless right now. Oh man, they are, wow.
and that is, one of the tougher decisions DPS players have to make is that is it time to try to oppose your counterpart or take on that duel? Or do your other teammates need that suppressing fire type of support? And, on that front, wasn't the best decision as the Orisa went down quickly after that, but Miracle has just been popping off. He is a huge threat on this team, and
Yeah.
both DPS from Shoes Money Crew are big threats. I'm not sure which one they should shut down first. We'll have to see though if Gaia Hyperion recognizes this and how well they can adapt to Shoes Money Crew and their aggressive playstyle. We are going to take a quick break before our next map, so don't go anywhere, folks, and we'll see you on the other side. Hey, folks, and welcome back to the Open Division Spring Cup of 2021. I'm Waffles for Sid, and this is Tropic Theory, and we are going to bring you our third match of Shoes Money Crew going up against Gaia Hyperion. Now, Tropic, we've seen both of these teams across a couple of maps, so give us a bit of insight on what's been going on and what you've noticed.
Well, Shoes Money Crew, they are at match point right now, and this controlled aggression is just spelling their success right now. Time and time after again, they are on top. They are the proactive team getting the picks needed, and Gaia Hyperion is really thrown off by this controlled aggression right now. In the last map, we saw that they were playing a little bit more timid, a little bit more careful, and it is potentially playing against them right now. So especially since this is map point right now, Sid, Gaia Hyperion has nothing to lose. They are going to be throwing it all on the point right now. They picked Blizzard World because there is something in this map that is going to give them that edge. It's going to potentially take, or they're hoping at least, take away the edge from Shoes Money Crew. So we'll see what that is, and it looks like so far for Shoes Money Crew, we're going with those double snipers.
Oh, if Aspen's going to be on this Mercy as well, the snipers are going to be even more lethal. Tropic, I feel bad for Gaia Hyperion, who's probably going to push in unknowingly into a damage boosted sniper.
And I think it's really interesting because, when we think of double snipers, we don't think of that frontline pressure. So there is a lot of confidence in Miracle and Chime to get these picks, to get those headshots that will spell them their success right now.
All right, opening attempt there from Miracle. Doesn't quite find it, and Cameron is found out in the back line as that Hammond. He's going around the edge, and he gets halted back just before he can jump off. Not sure if he was intentionally trying to dive off or just hit that edge there. He is an absolute distraction in the backline, Tropic. No one's even looking forward here. There they are, finally walking forward from Gaia Hyperion. Cameron taken down in the backline and punished for some of his shenanigans in there.
Yeah, he was doing a great job at really trying to create this chaos, but with him out of the picture, Gaia Hyperion has nothing to worry about in that back line, and they can definitely make moves to push it forward, but Cameron is so quick that he is already on the field, Sid.
Oh, what a great shield coming through from Lolit's RJ2, denying that sniper shot right in front of them, and the halt to follow up as well. Gaia Hyperion trying to do their best to move on to the point, and a great body shot comes out from Miracle. He is low and taken down by Candace in the end, and Candace is going to continue moving on to their next victim onto the point. I like them on this Tracer here with that mobility coming through and really allowing them to move around and put pressure from a lot of angles. Oh, I thought he was getting bouldered off the deck right there. Just manages to scoot back on, but a great stall game from Shoes Money Crew just before the points capped in Gaia's favor.
Gaia Hyperion really took advantage of taking out Shoes Money Crew's backline pressure, which was Cameron, and then Candace did destruction on that Tracer, getting Miracle on that Widow, and now forcing him to go to that Genji. So this is really interesting. We're feeding the Genji right now, Sid.
Yeah. Well, Dark Lord, an absolute earthbending master with that boulder, getting people from way across the way. Too bad for him, though. Shoes Money Crew still getting a lot of kills in their favor. We see Aspen all up in the kill feed there as that Valkyrie was damage boosting a lot of people throughout that entire fight. Standing still and not sneaky enough, Cameron.
You know what, Shoes Money Crew, once again, having this aggression right now, being able to control this point, and they have the ultimates to keep this in their possession. Gaia Hyperion has a lot of pressure to get at least a point. They need to punish this close hold right now, Sid.
Oh, wow. He was stunned midway and just pops the mines right there in the middle of all of it. Gaia Hyperion blocked off by that from their spawn a bit until those fade as they continue to try to move and get some ground, Tropic. It's really tough, though, as Shoes Money Crew is essentially just holding them into their spawn, continuing to put in the damage and the onslaught as they even just try to walk out of the door. They're taking so much damage before they can make it to the point that they have to dip into their own abilities and resources. Oh man, A blade in a small room, not fun there. He only manages to find one kill though before he's taken down, so maybe a bit too aggressive and comfortable on that front.
And right now, this is the opportunity that Gaia Hyperion needs to take. Shoes Money Crew only has Aspen's ultimate coming up, and though that Valkyrie can be powerful on healing the full team and damage boosting the whole team, you can only do so much as a single Mercy. But Gaia Hyperion making this rotation and trying to flip this point onto Shoes Money, starting with the Bongo Sid.
I like this rotation that Hyperion went ahead and did in the back line. Oh, it's rough for Candace though as Chime wins that Hanzo duel. Now Miracle on that Genji putting in the peppering damage. Almost gets booped off, but not quite. Clover goes ahead and rallies his team, but it's not enough to sustain through the damage as Shoes Money Crew continuing to push forward and get the kills in their favor. Good kinetic grasp coming through from Rose, saving him by the skin of his teeth at the end. And well, there's the cleanup for Shoes Money Crew, Tropic.
Wow, Gaia Hyperion really trying to utilize that rotation to flip the point, but Shoes Money Crew consistently getting these picks from Miracle and Chime. This duo needs to stop, as well as Cameron, really causing that distraction in that backline right now. It looks like Gaia Hyperion has had enough of it, and they are opting to go on the Sombra Tracer, but Chime is trying to keep them in their spawn door right now, Sid.
Big results already yielding from Candace on that Sombra instead. Miracle trying to get a little bit of damage in as that Genji hunting down those supports, and they have decided to group up together. Oh, there's the blade in a small room once again, finding a few people. His teammates continue to clean up the other members of Gaia Hyperion as Miracle dashes around and double hops his heart out.
Oh man, Gaia Hyperion is struggling on finding a opening from Shoes Money Crew's defense right now. The support line of Shoes Money Crew is so strong at keeping the team alive right now. They need to deal with Pascal and Aspen need to go down if Gaia Hyperion wants to make a mark on this point.
60 seconds left. There's not a lot of time to do so. Miracle fell super low and the pockets are strong coming through.
Huge.
The Tracer pulse bomb, double K. That is going to be absolutely massive for Gaia Hyperion, Tropic. They're getting people left and right now as Rose is the last person from Shoes Money Crew on the point, stalling it out. Oh man, I thought that Candace was about to go down at the end, but great job coming through from Gaia to finally break through that rough defense.
That pulse bomb onto Aspen and Miracle, spelling success for them, but they can keep this momentum up. This is a great start, getting Miracle down, but Aspen and Pascal are the two that need to be down. Will she get punished? Oh, I thought she was going to try to res.
That was, I mean, that juked me out as well. I definitely thought she was going for the res, and maybe that was the intention. EMP goes, and it hits two people on that front. She gets taken down right away after that, though. Oh, no one to follow up on those EMP'd people as Lolit's RJ pops that Primal Rage, doing his best to continue holding a presence on the point here. It is crazy busy on the point as everybody goes back and forth, and a couple kills are rolling through for each team. The OT bar has been triggered, so you can't leave if you're Gaia Hyperion. You've been wiped out, and now it's trickled down, and Shoes Money Crew has a round one completion with a very nice second point hold.
And this point where they stall it out is this is ideal for them. Not only is, getting the first point is one thing, but now they have this ending point in their spawn advantage, If they really take down Gaia Hyperion, and if they do cap that first point and win that first fight for that initial pick, that is going to be rough for Gaia Hyperion because they do not have that spawn advantage, and that is a long walk for some of these characters to make.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. The timing of this first point to the victory box is very, very undesirable for Gaia
Yes.
Hyperion. And you're right, if they lose the first point late enough, as meaning that they are killed late enough that during the first point's capture, they won't have any chance to recontest here on this next box. So they definitely need to be mindful that when it's over, it's time to actually int in, right? Int meaning you intentionally feed, not just move forward. You need to int in and get the full reset so you have a chance to hold before the victory box. And that type of recognition of, hey, we've lost and need to bail out is very difficult to notice, especially when you're in game tropic. When you're in the heat of it, are you always able to think so clearly and rationally as us here, third person perspective casting?
If I was able to, I would not be a plat player.
I'm with you.
But you know what? You are right. Right now, Gaia Hyperion needs to have a strong defense coming online. They need to be the team to take control of this tempo, and a lot of pressure is on Candace and Train right now to be able to get those picks on, to get those important picks and really take these pieces out of the puzzle of Shoes Money Crew's team that just has this controlled aggression moving at such a speed with Aspen speed boost.
Aspen's Lucio has been nutty. Her recognition of when to pop the sound barrier and let her team be aggressive, on point each time. We saw it previously before. And there's the dive coming through from Shoes Money Crew, getting aggressive here on this high ground towards Gaia Hyperion. Gaia Hyperion goes ahead, backs off, and gives the ground so they can reset and get ready for the next one. Another boulder mid-jump comes through. Earthbending champion Dark Lord right there. Rose goes for the next jump this time now that Boulder has cooled off and can't stop him in his tracks. Continues to move forward here as Hyperion defends the point, kills her back and forth. Aspen getting aggressive on that. Lucio goes for a couple pops there into the Orissa's face, and well, all in all, there's a back and forth between the two. It's just Orissa and Tracer from Gaia Hyperion on the point defending. Aspen doing her best and does manage to continue pressuring down Lolit's RJ with the help of Cameron on top of it. Now Shoes Money Crew has the point that they're trying to defend and capture, but they don't even have one tick yet. Hyperion doing an excellent job, Tropic, of continuing to hold a presence and not give ground. Now there's a couple kills for Shoes Money Crew, and well, Gaia Hyperion needs to decide right now if they want to reset and regroup for a last hold.
Oh man, and you know what? What a unconventional comp that Shoes Money Crew is opting to go. Rose popping that primal and just pushing this team to the back of their spawn and just not even giving them any room to contest at Olsen right now.
Wow, both DPS from the teams putting in a lot of work and pressure onto those back lines. Gaia Hyperion has been herded back so far away, and the light pick onto Candace is gonna be rough. That victory box is nearing very quickly, and Chime pops the high noon. There it is, the amp matrix set up just in front of him so he can utilize it if he wants. Now Miracle pops that blade, gets shut down, and no one was able to touch the point, Tropic. Shoes Money Crew goes ahead and takes the victory here with a nice, clean 3-0 win.
You know, this was such an unconventional comp that Shoes Money Crew chose to attack on, but it worked for them. They, with the tank line, the mobility of the team, they were able to pounce on all sides of Gaia Hyperion, split them up, and then these tank lines got so aggressive, they picked off one after the other, and even Aspen getting that bloodthirsty support, bullying that poor Orisa. Wow, and then at the very end, Cameron pushed them back so far, not even giving them the opportunity to touch. I mean, we saw Chime just do a friendly high noon, and it was basically a celebratory high noon at that point. He said hello to his team on the car. He said hello to the enemy team that couldn't come. And that was the end.
Right. It's not high noon. It's high noon. Which, yes, really great job coming through. And, we mentioned how Shoes Money Crew just continued to be aggressive and literally keep pressing forward, keep putting Gaia Hyperion off balance and forcing them to give ground, and it was very prominent there on Blizzard World as well. They know as the time runs out, that's the time to be doing it, and the recognition there shows that they have been working hard and working together quite well.
Oh, 100%. Shoes Money Crew just has this impenetrable defense coming in. And I mean, we saw with even Lijiang, they had moments of being able to crack that defense, the defense Shoes Money Crew had, but they only offer just a very small opportunity window of opportunity. And unfortunately, Gaia Hyperion just didn't have the aggression to hop on those opportunities consistently.
Yeah, when you see that chance and when your enemy is exposed, you gotta hit him. We all know what it means to get that extra, backstab damage on your opponent, and finding those clinks in the armor are what this game really is about, to engage and create those opportunities of that advantage. Well, folks, that is going to wrap up all of the Overwatch matches we have here on our B stream. Please do not fret. There is some additional excellent Overwatch going on over on the A stream, so make sure you go check it out. You're going to see Captain Jack and Ocean covering the
Woo!
last few matches. So they are some excellent broadcasters and very, very knowledgeable on top of it. So go ahead, hop over there and check them out. But don't also forget to tell your mother Happy Mother's Day. Because as much as we appreciate you spending your time with us here, don't forget to love your mom and make sure she knows that you love her too. Uh, all in all, though, we've got good Overwatch coming through for the A stream. Tropic, it was absolutely fantastic casting with you. Thank you so much for joining us today. Of course, big thanks to our producer, Vinicius. Beautiful work done, and obvious great job that you guys see all the magic that happens behind the scenes as well. Of course, big thanks to Reflash Prod and Monkey Bubble for helping put on this whole thing, and for Reef himself for getting it all organized.
Yes, we cannot thank the coordinators, the behind the scenes team, and of course, Vinicius, the observer, catching the action, catching those clutch moments that you all saw today. But for the time being, this is all that Sid and I have for you all today. But like she said, don't forget about that stream A. There's plenty more Overwatch action. So, and you are in great hands with Captain Jack and Ocean. But that is all we have for you on Stream B right now. If you guys liked us, check out our social medias, and of course, check out Productions Twitter, their likes, because they have all the information of catching those Overwatch games that you all want to see. But for the time being, it has been a pleasure. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for joining us for the start or day 2 of the Open Division Spring Cup. But until next time, we will see you here, there, and on air next time.